Special edition intro. Blood version.
It's not that special. This is the third time.
I really like this one. I want
The
the lots of it.
gas store.
You nailed this, man. I mean, this is amazing.
I look
Also
for rap
nails it.
snacks every time I go to the gas station.
Yes.
This is not an endorsement.
They should be paying you money, so.
Look at that. That handwritten logo is like, people try to emulate that sort of by hand style with fonts. So good.
I have all the pieces.
Oh, LT9K says no talking, damn it. Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
Not
I have bad news. And that I lost the Lay's. I can't find the little piece of Lay's that Jake has in his hand at the end.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not dead.
Sandy made it, you guys. Sandy lives.
I lived.
Sandy,
I
I noticed that you're coming out here from some portal to another
Yeah.
world. What
I
is
am.
that?
I'm in the I don't know. I really haven't figured out what portal they dropped me in from tonight.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Trippy.
Is that raspberry?
No, it's electrolyte water in a crappy plastic fucking bottle, because when I was in the emergency room and I first got there, they didn't even have water in their water machines.
Yeah, okay. Tell us what happened. Because you dropped this in my chat the other
Okay.
night while I had a guest
You're in
on
the
everything.
emergency room? Like,
I went to the ER. All right. Because
are you there now?
No. I was feeling lousy for a while. I got really sick Saturday night, like puke sick. And I don't know what was wrong with me. It wasn't food poisoning, because Sunday I ate the same thing. I tried it and I was fine, but I was not feeling well. But I've been sick for a while and I didn't know I was sick. You know, I thought, oh, it's just my regular feeling like shit. But it wasn't. It was a different feeling like shit. And I had it. So I decided, when my back hurt so bad, and I was, like when you touch, I was burning. I was sick. I had a fever. I was burning up. I didn't know, because my stupid COVID thermometer that I had obviously doesn't work, because I was using it. It was like, oh, you're normal. Okay, fine. Nothing's wrong. But honestly, I think it was like urinary tract infection that started to go into kidney infection. And if you let that stuff go, it's not good. Now, I'm not used to this stuff. And so I think I had told you guys, I started this new medication for this autoimmune I have that I've been not wanting to take. And I finally just said, oh, I've been having these flares. I feel like shit. I'll try it. Right. But it's an immunosuppressive, and obviously it suppressed my immune system enough to give me a bacterial infection from what I don't know. My daughter says, Mom, you have to shower more. What do you mean I have to shower?
How many showers a week are you up to?
4. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't
That's
go out
not bad.
sometimes.
I was expecting 3, but 4.
Sometimes I'm like up around 10.
Yeah, but if I don't go anywhere,
Yeah,
Matt,
shower, go out, come home, work out, shower again.
Yeah, but you have a life. I don't. I just use these like natural baby wipe things I get. No, I don't go anywhere. I have no fucking life. This is my life tonight. Hello,
I'm
everybody.
not going anywhere. It's like the store. It's a grocery store.
Okay, well, I don't even do that.
I just shower before I do that sometimes.
And
If I know I'm going to work out, I will refuse to shower beforehand. The inefficiency of it irks me.
So Sandy, how long were you in there?
8 hours, 7.5 hours. But they didn't have any beds, so they laid me in the hallway. You know, I'm in a bed in the hallway. That's all right. 'Cause I guess there was other people that were dying worse than me. And they took like tons of blood. You know, they do what they do. And the doctor was very nice. But it's a very small town hospital. And everybody's running around with masks that are like hanging off their face. And last year when I had gone there, that's how I was pretty sure I got COVID there because I had gone for that x-ray. I had to get an x-ray on my ribs because I thought I hurt myself. I did something. You know, getting old sucks, guys. It's just like
It does.
But what's the shut up, Jake? What the fuck do you know? What's the alternative though?
Damn! What the fuck? Oh,
That was better than when Harvey K gave Jake the middle finger.
That was delightful.
I am in no way high at all. Either.
I brought that up to Harvey, and he said
electrolyte.
he knows I was kidding, right? I was like, I don't know, dude. Look,
Oh,
Sandy,
God. What?
8 hours.
sharp cheddar.
So you never had a fever because
No, I
if you
had
did,
a fever there.
well, aren't they supposed to keep you
101.
24 hours extra if you have a fever? Or did you say,
I
no,
don't
fuck you, I'm
know.
out of here?
No, I waited until all the blood work and stuff, you know, the doctor came back and said what I had, and I said, I want to go home. Because actually I was laying there and I got very upset and I was crying. And I think that they said, oh boy, we better deal something with her because I'm laying in the goddamn hall watching all these people coming in and leaving.
Oh,
I go home. My cats were home.
It's
But I
Dust
have-
Mite.
No.
Dust Mite's the boomer's birthday, you guys.
Happy
Well,
birthday, Dust
happy
Mite.
birthday, Dust Mite.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Good
Yeah.
job.
They're getting harder.
My dad's birthday,
No
too.
shit. That's what we're talking
Well
about.
put.
It's also Jimi Hendrix's birthday.
Yes,
if I'm not
Christopher, I
mistaken.
was in the hospital.
Oh. Well, happy birthday to
Hendrix.
Letterhack Senior and to Matt's dad. Surprise! Jimi Hendrix was secretly.
Haha, yeah. Trying to spend all my Canadian money before the tariffs sink in to 25
Okay,
cents. Yeah, sink it to 25
we'll
cents.
see. We'll see because I'm trying to learn about tariffs and I was reading Zephyr Teach Out talking about tariffs. Of course, these are going to suck, but she's trying to teach us something. She's a professor from Fordham who's an economist who ran for governor of New York. I voted for her against Cuomo. So let's see what she says.
No,
and
tariffs aren't like tariffs
They're not-
can be a necessary thing.
right. Just not Donald Trump's.
He's saying it's going to save us money when it is not going
No.
to save anybody
Of course
money.
not.
Gives all
gonna
these
save me
corporations a
money.
chance to jack up the prices.
It's gonna save
So
me
they're
money
gonna
because
pay.
I don't fucking buy from Canada or Mexico. I buy from America.
I don't
I
even know
love
where
America.
Canada is.
God bless America.
look,
Land.
Seriously though, just to be real for a second, Jake does not know anything about aging. He really doesn't. He's too
Jake
young.
was born to a father who was already 60.
No, but you
so-
personally, dude, you can watch a lot of people age.
You're watching me for a whole year already.
Yeah, you know, we're all watching each other age right now.
Who is aged
Um,
the least
Me.
since the show started?
No, Andrea, you never age.
Andrea.
You're
Yeah.
lovely. You're young. You have beautiful skin.
Now,
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't gone backwards, but I
No,
don't feel
you're
like
fine.
I'm accelerating at
You're
the
not
rate
accelerating
that
at
my
all.
friends are. Myself.
that's
I
a
don't think you are.
fair point.
I see a lot of
It's-
people my age, and I'm like, ooh,
Well,
It's between it's between Matt and Andrea for sure. I'll say I've matured the least of all of us.
I'm
But
aging
physically.
exponentially. Just
anyway.
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
exponential function in science. I am aging exponentially.
Some people, what I've noticed is, as some people get older, they like to argue and debate. And this guy was trying to debate me on fucking, get this, which is the most important vowel. And I was like, don't debate me
Vowel?
on that shit, man. I will always win.
Vowel or vow? Because if it's A-E-I-O-U,
The
what's the most important vowel?
I will always win. The letter
Yeah.
I. Get it?
I.
Is the letter I a vowel?
I.
I had to
It
explain
The
is.
this
most
to you.
important vowel. I. God, I'm not high at all. I must be
And
delusional.
the
or
show has
delirious.
started with a vowel movement on screen.
Andrea had a good one beforehand when she said
God.
tariffs are terrifying.
That was a good one. I heard that off screen.
Classic.
That was
See,
T-t-t-t-t.
now people are going to assume it was bad because you said it, removing all of the comedic.
I gave you
context.
credit.
You gave me credit under a shitty context.
People assume you're saying it funnier than I just
well, they would
repeated it.
assume that, but even then, like you're putting like a hard cap on how funny it could be.
Okay,
Oh.
everyone, forget I said that. Andrea will naturally use that pun later on
Or
when we start
not.
talking about
I
tariffs
might have to
again.
wait until next week.
Totally.
Okay.
Danny, I'm glad
Hey,
you're
what do
okay.
you guys think of this tariff
I hope
situation?
I'm okay. I have to go.
It's terrific.
I hope I'm okay. I hope I didn't. fuck up-
Ah!
I hope I didn't screw up my kidneys because as you get older, you got to be careful of all that stuff. I'm not ready to go yet.
Wait, what's
wanna
wrong
watch
with
Hell
your
yeah.
kids' knees?
No,
I don't know.
kid-
Ask her.
That's
That's
I've brought this up before. It sounds
Kid
morbid,
knees.
but I wouldn't say I'm ready to go, but if I went now, on top.
Where are you
people would
going?
only remember a lot of good stuff.
Where?
Had many years of no bad things.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
I've-
you're
I've-
pretty lucky.
I'm jealous.
Say
Are you
that.
saying like before we started doing this show on a weekly basis?
So guess what?
Way before.
Buffalo's supposed to get feet and feet and feet of snow
When?
Really?
Oh,
over the next few days. And I live in the South Towns and we're supposed to get inches. My daughter put her snow tires on today and she says, "Don't worry, we're not getting any snow." Because every time I put my snow tires on, we don't get it.
Wow.
But
So it's
I
going to
got
snow in
a lot.
Buffalo.
Yeah, but I got out of because I got sick. I got out of having to go to her dad's for Thanksgiving and get stuck there.
Oh,
in the
that's the
snow.
best. That is so good.
I mean, I told her I'll FaceTime her, but I could give a shit less about him.
so somebody the other day was, and this is not a dad joke. Somebody said, "You celebrate Thanksgiving?" And I was like, "Well, no, not pilgrims and shit like that, but
I celebrate
because-
the pilgrims.
because they close everything and they give everyone off work paid. It
Yeah.
happens to be when my family has traditionally gotten together and had a day,
Right. Isn't
a
that
tradition of
Everybody in the
celebration.
United States.
I just call it Thanksgiving because what the fuck? It's on the calendar. Like, to me, I
I
don't
don't
know.
get the
Yes.
refusal to. All right, I take it back.
That's why I made cold
understand
time.
Yeah, I understand the refusal to celebrate specifically Thanksgiving, but never turn down a day off work and a giant meal with family.
Yeah, we're
Call it
gonna
whatever you
mac
want.
out. Come on.
Well,
I'm
as
gonna
long as
turn
your
that shit
family
down.
doesn't drive you
Fuck
crazy.
my family. I'd rather work than fucking be around those people.
Oh,
It's gonna be a whole bunch of
What?
like. That was awesome. No, but there's gonna be like a bunch of pie and dessert and shit like that.
I ate
Oh,
pie
God.
over
I
the
don't
weekend.
eat it.
I don't need any more.
all
I
right,
have
gang.
fucking gallons of pie.
Right this instant, in a crock pot not 15 feet that away, I am making pear sauce.
Make it what?
Making what?
Pear sauce. And it's
Oh.
gonna be amazing.
Oh, it
You
sounds
take
good.
pears, you put them in a crock pot, like cans of sliced pears. You put them in a crock pot, brown sugar, lemon, salt,
Added
sugar,
syrup
cinnamon.
or no added syrup?
You drain most of the syrup.
Sugar.
You leave like 1 or 2 cans. So that you can, once it gets good and hot, you mash it up, and like with a mashed potato thing. And
I'm getting
it's
hungry, man.
amazing.
I'm getting hungry as hell right now.
I love this is a holiday I quite enjoy. I don't like the background to it, but oh my god, I said cold time to someone who isn't online, and then I had to explain it.
You will have to
Oh,
explain
well
it at
done,
least
mate.
once, but now they'll explain it, and then soon no one will need to explain it anymore.
But did you
This is why
explain about the monkey? That's the best part.
the monkey? of
Notice the
cold
letter
time?
hack is popping pills live on stream. What was that?
Oh shit!
Did anyone?
LSD.
No, he has to have nice breath so he doesn't have icky breath. His
Yeah, we're
Are
Are you
doing a
allowed to do
talk
that in
show.
South Carolina? You're allowed to do LSD? Yeah, bro. In South Carolina, really?
LSD.
Andrew,
No.
give me something to work with. South Carolina.
South
All right, I got a pitch for you guys.
Okay.
we should do. I know
I have a
that-
yaw.
Oh, Elite Dangerous over here. We should do a holiday special, but not a Christmas one, not a Thanksgiving one, a cold time holiday special.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can we do
Dude,
it on
first week
the
of January
third
or
week
something?
of February?
There you go.
Third week.
When it's really
Yeah.
cold.
I have to
It's gonna
remember
be
what cold
fucking
time was.
cold, man.
Actual cold time.
Yeah.
I like it. We'll get
cold.
together, cold
Getting
time
cold
monkeys.
here.
Wait a minute.
It is.
Snow monkey.
Oh, it's still 36 here. Not too bad.
Oh man, I was in shorts, no shoes today. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's going down to like 19. It's all right. I don't have to go anywhere. Nope. I got plenty of wood, plenty of crap that I need. Food for everybody. Cats, me. Mhm. I was going to
Oh.
make a butternut squash dish, and they're all sitting out there curing that I picked out of my garden. So I'm going to make something for me.
I love
Yeah.
butternut squash.
Oh, I'd love to send you some. I grew
Give-
about 20 of them this year. About 20 of them came out.
Are they big?
No, maybe, I don't know. They're not like you get in the store that are shot up with antibiotics. I don't know what they do with stuff, but I mean,
Goddamn
they're
growth
from my
hormone?
garden. My garden, just nice.
I grew up like a block away from my grandparents' house. It was my mother's neighborhood where she grew up. And we would go over there on Thanksgiving and they had like the dining room. They would move the table out of there and do like a buffet. And then they would put two tables together between the dining room and the living room, and it would be like dozens of people. But the buffet would go all day, and then you would have dinner, right? It was incredible.
So much food.
Multiple crock pots. It was just nuts. And I had an uncle who would just pull up a chair.
You had this uncle?
Yeah, he left the family. He got divorced and good
Oh.
riddance. But he
Uh,
pulled up to the fucking buffet table where the shrimp was, and he would just sit there peeling and eating shrimp, and we would like work around him. And I used to ridicule him to his face, and I would get in trouble for it. And I was like, fuck this gluttonous, greedy, disrespectful asshole. Nobody bought that shrimp for him. That's right. This is Annapolis, Maryland. Like, there's shrimp at Thanksgiving. Okay, it's not weird. Like our deviled egg
They're
would have like
hors
shrimp
d'oeuvres.
in the bottom.
Hors d'oeuvres.
That's fucked.
Good
That's
food.
horrifying.
It's
It's
not the
so good.
behavior
That's
itself
terrible.
that frustrates me about that. It's the fact that him knowing who he is, he didn't decide to bring his own shrimp. There's nothing wrong with wolfing
like-
down shrimp, but you don't eat everybody's shrimp.
He's like, oh, is
You
there
know you're
shrimp
gonna do
here?
that.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Let's say you go out to a buffet, like Country and Buffet or something like that, right? An actual restaurant, and you pull a chair up to the buffet. They're going to be like, leave, right? You're out of here. And you go, what? I thought it was all you can eat. No. It's not, yeah, get a plate, take it back to your
It's not-
fucking
yeah.
table, right?
Is that a
Not all you
second
can
one?
interrupt.
What is that? What are you ingesting?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to trip
Tums.
balls until like next week.
Tums.
So,
Are you sure that's healthy?
We're
I
doing such
saw-
a weird do of chemicals because I'm disturbingly sober right now. I can't stand it.
Me too.
I was
have
sleeping
to-
like-
I
what'd you-
can't have anything.
I was
can't
sleeping
have
like
anything.
2 hours a night because I was taking non-drowsy Benadryl. And I
Mm.
was like, oh, I'm high. I didn't realize.
Oh no! Oh no!
From
So
that
it happened for like 3 days in a row. But check this out. I saw a documentary called The Lost Children. Have you guys seen this?
No, but I've
No.
seen the previews.
I was a lost child once.
This would require spoilers to talk about. It's a true story, happy ending. I remember reading all about it. They left out the best part in the mainstream media. Jake Tapper did not talk about this shit.
Jake Tapper was involved.
Well, I mean, that's, mainstream media was all over it because there were children lost in the Colombian Amazon.
Yeah.
So They found him. It took over a month, but they found him. So what happened was, let me know. I mean,
I'll be back. I
can I
hear
tell
something
you
funny.
what
Something-
how they
Yeah.
found him? This is amazing. So still worth watching the documentary because the actual story is like 20 minutes and the documentary is over an hour. So you learn all about the people who are searching for these kids. Indigenous people and the military. The indigenous people have their own spirituality, faith, and rituals. It was amazing. Involves smoking tobacco nonstop and ingesting cocoa leaves nonstop.
What the-
Right? Yeah. The
I can
soldiers.
find this kid, but I'm gonna need a carton of Pall Malls.
Well, they did that because there were spirits in the jungle that you appease that way. And they
So you
thought,
appease the spirits by getting blitzed.
Well, it's tobacco. It's not gonna.
look, they
and
had
cocoa
reasons.
leaves.
It was sort of lost on me because the subtitles were going really fast, and I was fascinated by
The
what I was
subtitles
watching
were
on
going
screen.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, just weren't up long enough.
it's annoying. So the soldiers, though, self-proclaimed Catholics, and they were always in conflict historically. Soldiers and indigenous people, they did not get along. So they had two separate search parties, and when they did work together, very uneasy alliance, right? And they thought maybe these kids could be
I don't
hiding.
think would be
from-
a time for two separate parties. Should they be finding the kids?
Well, and there were
Hey,
fewer soldiers on the ground than there were overhead.
Also, very fitting for Thanksgiving coming up.
But look,
team up. But go ahead. Yeah.
it ends up being like the greatest collective effort on the Colombia's government's behalf, like ever, right?
Huh.
So everyone pulled out all the stops. They were in a plane going to visit their father. Turns out, not a great guy. He's part of the Indigenous Peoples Search Party. And they have this theory along the way that the spirits, I forget what they were called, sorry. They're very serious about this stuff, which is very cool. But they said
Oh wait, hold on. They're very serious about it, and you think it's so cool. You just don't know what
their
what it's called.
conviction.
But you thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But you don't
Like
know
how-
what it is. You don't know.
Yeah,
what it's
because they
called?
said the kids are being protected by these spirits. We can't find it because it's either the soldiers or somebody in our party is pissing off, is not safe.
Wait. So, are you blaming the dad for the spirits?
What
They
channel
were.
is it on?
They
Okay.
well, so then
What
they're doing
network?
Netflix. So then they're doing interviews with all these people who come from the exact village of the kids. The dad is not. The dad was not cool at
Huh.
all. He wasn't. And it turns out that he's in jail now for the shit that came out about this.
Yo.
So he really was bad. But here's how
bad
they figured this out. It was 40 some days, and they're like, we're giving up. Tomorrow's our last day. There's nothing we can do. And this one of the elders in the search party of the indigenous folks, he said,
I got a pack of Luckies. Sorry.
no, he goes, there's one last thing we can try. And this is what they refer to as their nuclear weapon.
Ooh.
He's like, we can do ayahuasca.
What
Oh.
And so they're like, well, who should do it? And they had enough for 2 doses. And they're like, give it to the dad. They're his kids. He'll do the ayahuasca and their location will become known to him. And it didn't work. And they were like, he's not cool. And so they're like, you got to go. And so they kick him out of the search party on the eve of the last day. And then they're like, well, who else? We've got 1 dose left. Who should do it? They give it to the elder guy who suggested it. This guy does it. And then this is verbatim what he fucking said. I became a jaguar. I left the world of darkness. I entered the world of light. And I found the children. He comes out of his, state, right? And says, we will find them at 3:00 on the next day.
No. Did they?
Yeah.
What
So
the fuck?
it was like either
Bullshit.
they had been
Nah.
following these kids through the jungle long enough that they were bound to find them on this day, or this really fucking happened. So they
Nah.
were,
Horse
but
shit.
they were about to bail. They were about to say, there's nothing we can do. It was like 2:45 and they heard a baby crying.
Yo!
Yeah. And they
This
found it.
baby was alone how many days?
No, it was a
40.
13-year-old girl who was taking care of an 11-year-old boy who was, I think she was injured. I'm not sure. And a 4-year-old and like an 11-month-old.
But for how long?
40 days. And
So
when
how-
early on, they're like just looking for the plane because they assume there are no survivors. They're just looking for the plane. And this kid, they said this indigenous kid, this 14-year-old boy named Alejandro, the leader of the search party, goes, this 14-year-old kid comes out of the jungle, walks up to us. We have soldiers out here. Like, everyone's looking. No one can find this shit. This kid walks up and goes, there's a blue house in the bushes over there. And he meant this plane because it was like a blue plane. And he had never left the jungle. He didn't know what a plane was. He didn't have a word for it.
Wow.
So he said there's
Zip
a blue house
plane.
in the jungle. And so
plane.
they walk over there and they're like, holy shit. They'll leave it to this 14-year-old to like score.
I will be right
How
back.
weird for
But
him,
that's very
too.
interesting.
Okay.
House just shows up in nowhere
Yeah.
like
So-
that as well.
The soldiers had a dog named Wilson.
Hi, Randy.
And they said Wilson got lost.
Oh,
And
no.
This wasn't in the documentary, but part of what I read about last year, or maybe it was earlier this year. I think it was last year. The kid said there was a dog with us for a while. And they assume it was Wilson, but they didn't say that in the documentary because they don't know for sure because Wilson never came home.
Oh,
And I
Jesus.
was like, I 100% guarantee Wilson is now that 14-year-old boy Alejandro's like family pet.
Yeah.
I fucking guarantee Alejandro found that dog. It was like, dude, coming over
Sounds
here.
like a
Stay here?
movie I should watch.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, it was great. But the part where they decided to do ayahuasca at the end, I was like, what? Come on. This is getting nuts. But then it worked.
You can tell the dad was not a good guy because he agreed to do ayahuasca instead of searching for his kids. It's like,
Well,
yeah.
it was literally last resort. They didn't have any. They were
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're going home tomorrow. They had already scheduled when the military were going to pick them up and everything.
No, I know.
But they found
I
them.
didn't say it.
That's absolutely
Oh.
BANANAS. That's crazy.
And they were like, it was tough, man. They were like, the jungle is not your friend. But on that last day, they
worry.
said, they were like, the weather was nice. The jungle eased. It wasn't as hostile. Everything
won't
seemed to
be
kind of
much left.
open itself up to us, and it was easy to get around. It was easy to just be there. It was actually kind of pleasant. And then we found them. And it was like, man, they should have done that ayahuasca earlier.
Do you know that they're going to concretify the Amazon? And Lula is not such a wonderful person because he's developing a big highway to cut through the Amazon, and he is going to partner with China with their Belt and
Yeah,
Road
it's all over.
Initiative. And we are just
They were calling it
fucked.
Mother Jungle, and they were like, all the shit that people have done all over the world to the planet, you can't just walk through the jungle. Like, the jungle's not happy that you're there. I was like, yeah, man.
Maybe
Stay
the
the fuck
jungle
out of
will
there.
take all those construction.
I want to know why flights go over. The whole time I was like, why does the flight pattern go over the Amazon? Because if something happens, good luck.
This same reason it goes over the ocean. You know, they're not expecting to crash.
I feel like, well, this was a very small plane, though.
Ooh.
Like, it wasn't like a jetliner.
Mhm.
was like, what do they call them?
Double
Single engine?
Oh, it was a small, a single engine prop.
There was like
tiny
7
little
people
one.
on it. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird as hell.
One
Moment.
prop, one propeller.
Yeah.
Like
I was like,
front
man,
propeller.
how about I'd walk?
Mm,
I'd take the long way.
mm.
Anyway, it was a fun documentary.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll be looking for. Well, I don't know. I'm doing a show at 3:00 tomorrow afternoon for all the people that are not American and having Thanksgiving. I'm going to do my Tuesday night show of just so much joy.
Tuesday
tomorrow.
night?
Yeah, I didn't do it. I was feeling too shitty. Last week.
Right.
Andrea's like, oh, it's Thursday.
I know. World news. It's called Last Weekend Collapse. I'm going to go around the world. I do that every now and then, that show. It's world news.
You can't
It's
have a
what happened.
Tuesday show on Thursday.
Mhm.
I've tried that
Get it
before and it
together.
didn't work.
Well, I am 3:00 in the afternoon Eastern. Since I have
Cool.
such a life that I'm not going anywhere.
Well, if I'm not stuffing my face, I'll tune in. Maybe I'll tune in anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot that's going on in the world, and I like
So
doing that
tomorrow's
show, but
Thanksgiving?
it's a heavy show though. It's a heavy show to go around the world and do that show with all the shit going on. That's why it's called Collapse, because so much is happening.
Are you eating anything for Thanksgiving? Anything special? We're having
No,
spaghetti and meatballs.
I'll probably make my butternut squash something or other.
I didn't know you eat
Plant-based.
meatballs.
Plant-based, Andrea. Chill.
No, I thought there was an update. I was concerned.
Meat. Does this help meat?
I could have got a turkey from my neighbors who have turkeys across the street, but I didn't.
What'd you
want-
call me?
Turkey?
A
Turkey.
jive turkey.
What are you doing tomorrow, Jake?
Getting together with family. My daddy's making pumpkin pie. I'm
Mm.
making pear sauce. My
Oh, yeah, we said
sister's
that,
making
yes.
yams. It's gonna be so good.
Must smell
And
good where
you're
you
getting
are, Jake.
snow. You're getting snow also. By the way.
Oh, good.
Yes, I watched all the reports. You're getting snow.
You watch every
and-
single weather report?
No, but I watch the important ones.
I live
Mm-hmm.
walking distance from the dining experience. Nothing is gonna stop me
Oh,
From
well, that's pretty cool.
eating too much.
That's pretty cool. Nope, I don't have to go anywhere.
Have
'cause
you
I'm
considered
not
dying
walking
in the
distance.
snow after Thanksgiving?
I've thought about it.
Hi, Donald.
Well, having an accident of some sort, falling into a ravine.
Yeah, you just like,
snow
and then
goes
it
over
just
me, yeah.
buries on top of you. You fall asleep.
I get
Just
frozen
ate too
in time
much.
for 1,000 years. They
Yeah.
thaw me out. I wind up dooming the future with my past ways. Yeah,
You probably
yeah,
have a pretty fun family, Jake.
I do. Let me tell you about Dragella's family football. Because my father was an older gentleman. Is
Is he getting younger?
no, massively not. But we still played football as a family every Thanksgiving, and to make up for the age, we did it Dragella style, which is cheating is allowed. It's expected. It's in fact most of the game, and both teams pretty much just do elaborate Ocean's 11 style plays. This includes buying several footballs and hiding them around the property. Bringing your own footballs to the thing and leaving it in a coat, pretending that somebody is seriously injured, so everybody looks at them, and then when they're doing that, your teammate moves the ball up significantly. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Cool.
So that's where you've learned how to do these kinds of shows.
Yeah, to be sneaky.
I will miss being with my daughter's friend tomorrow because we usually go to Tiffany's
Daughter's
house.
friend.
Yeah, I will if I went to her.
Not your
fa-
daughter,
No,
her
no,
friend's
no, no, no.
cool.
I'll miss her. No, I always miss my kid. But I'm saying if I went, we always leave her dad's house and go to Tiffany's. So that's good. Since I divorced my second husband, I've been spending the holidays with my daughter and her father, and it makes
Fair enough.
it works, But then we go
Yeah.
visit friends
When-
and other family.
Can I ask you a personal question, Sandy?
I tell everybody everything.
On a live stream?
When you divorced your second husband, did you ever say anything to him like, "No, this is exactly like the first time around. Fuck this."
No.
Or I've been through this shit once already. Never again. Or was it just all new set of circumstances?
All new set of circumstances.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks, man.
but not
Well,
your
no,
fault,
actually,
right?
you know what?
It's always somebody's fault. I mean, there's
Yeah, but
faults
not
that
yours.
go around.
That was
Well,
like
I
a
didn't call
Trumpian
him
answer.
lousy. I didn't
Someone-
call him names. I'm not a narcissist.
You were just
I didn't verbally
intolerant.
abuse him. I didn't do it intolerant.
Yeah, like
Intolerant.
he didn't put up with this shit, which is also kind of a flaw, but understandable.
I put up with it for
Right.
10 years. It was enough.
Oh, 10
Yeah.
years. Good for you.
And I was a very generous person. That's why I'm a broke joke now. Extremely. We
There
had
is.
fun. I never say we didn't
Yeah.
have fun, but just shit happens. People change, or they show who they are.
Mhm. Fair.
Fair. Fair. So it's not personal because I've talked about all this crap before. I mean, I've had a channel for so long, everybody went through the goddamn divorce with me.
Well, I've been looking for this effing screw this whole time.
The screw?
Yes, it holds
That
my
screw is
microphone.
going to be playing a part in 17 episodes from now, so be sure to remember that one. It's a little it's called foreshadowing.
Screw.
I'm screwed without it.
The
Mm.
screw.
It holds my mic in. I
I'm
would
trying to
trust
figure out Channel Warhorse tonight. He's telling us a
I-
story with his.
that. Warhorse.
Yeah.
I never understand.
I'm reading.
one
It's
word
like,
Yeah,
you're
but
talking about.
sometimes,
Trying,
sometimes
man.
I know. Sometimes
Trying.
yes, but sometimes there's.
She has the Thor hammer
Kevin.
and light 89 5642 NS 2742 98 Sir Isaac Newton, sir.
Like, what are we
Okay,
supposed to do with that, man?
I appreciate it, but I
because we know he means well.
What the
We love
fuck?
him. We love him.
God
Look,
damn.
yeah, no, look, I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm just trying to be real.
No,
with
we
you.
don't
Like,
pick on
This
him.
is why we need to
No.
abolish the Department of Education. Holy shit, man.
No, he's
Holy
overly
fuck.
educated.
in
He's
all
overly
seriousness,
educated. He's overly educated.
what
but
are we plebeians supposed to derive from those numbers and letters? That's I got no fucking idea, man.
Sir Isaac Newton
Trump?
served the
Okay, here.
queen
Here's the Trump
beyond
talks
the
but has no
finger.
game. Trump talks but has no game. There, I'll say that's
He has a
true.
lot of game. What the fuck? He just fucking stole the entire U.S. government and probably the world, and is gonna get us in a nuclear war.
Did
He's
you
got
see-
a lot of game.
did you see Anna
got a department
Kasparian
of
on
love.
Pierce Morgan?
Nope.
No, because I don't
I-
watch
I-
that fucking show.
Me
I'm
neither,
not
but all
up
the
with all
shows
the
I
gossip.
watch clip it and talk
Why
about
are
it.
they clipping
Oh.
that garbage?
What did she say that was earth shattering?
I'm sure it was like, hey, you know what's kind of good? Racism or some awful shit.
Hey,
Whatever.
I heard, or is this true that Hassan is going to host Pod Save America, that god awful podcast?
I don't
What's
know.
wrong with Pod Save America? I know it's liberal, but
They're just puke.
They're
Yeah.
just-
Jake is always doing this horse shit.
They
What?
are-
Okay.
What's wrong
They
with
are-
God Save America, guys?
thought you watched the
Come on.
Majority
I mean, I know
Report.
they're like
they-
liberals and all.
Oh, they were good today. I actually really enjoyed their show today.
they're
Oh,
just not
Sandy's a
god
daily
awful.
listener. Okay.
It's not like
Yeah.
Hassan's like. It's not like
Cedar.
they're hosting Alex Jones. Like we live in
And-
a world where
Okay.
there's a
Well,
dude who
I have
actually
choices.
harassed.
You don't have to be Alex Jones to be awful, though. You know,
I have
I'm
choices.
just saying it makes sense. Like from if you're Hassan and you're like, hey, every lefty on the internet knows about me. Who do I go to
CNN
next?
guy on today. Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Well,
it'll
there-
be his alternate or his opposing
Yeah.
opinion to all their stuff.
Did I also read
actually-
that who's going to be the progressive Alex Jones? Who is it? Is it going to be or Joe
I've been
Rogan?
trying
The
to
progressive Joe
strategize
Rogan. That's
mine.
it. The progressive
I've
Joe
been trying
Rogan.
to do
Oh,
progressive
Hassan.
Alex Jones for years. It's not really.
We do need. All right.
Oh,
So, I'm all for Hassan
Oh, stop
Abi
going south.
having centrists on because we just
I have
learned
the weirdest people.
we desperately
love
need
them.
that. We need to expand progressives. And thing two, I specifically
Oh, okay.
think we need.
Hold on, just point of clarification. You're not saying we desperately need centrist.
No, we need to
Okay.
turn
Oh.
centrists into progressive. We need a
Oh,
pipeline.
yes.
they're
basically.
not.
Okay.
Maybe.
And
No, centrist into progressives.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, centrist into the real world. And then thing number two, we need a version of Joe Rogan to take the non-political folks who are out there arbitrarily supporting people that are going to destroy the world. And
I'll just say watch Hassan debating that very topic with a guy from CNN today. Just because we're on the topic of Hassan dating centrist, debating centrist. Check that out because that very topic came up today, and I agree with him 100% on his take.
okay, wait a minute.
That it's all about policy.
I'm going to tell you a secret, but
It's
I need
all
you
about
all
money.
to keep it.
Money.
We're talking. This is a live stream. This is going to be recorded on the internet forever.
Matt, can you keep the
Money.
secret? Let's go individually real quick. Yeah, Sandy, can you keep the secret?
I'll
Yes.
put it in the vault.
Andrea, can you keep the secret?
This is a bogus question. We're on air.
Will you agree?
People watching. Will I keep the secret? No.
Yes. Don't tell anybody. Just don't tell anybody.
But you're telling everybody.
We got one yes, two yeses. We need a third yes,
He's-
and then I'm going to ask one more person. Real
He's
quick,
gonna-
Andrea.
Well,
can you
who
please
else
keep
are you going to ask?
Mute
the audience? Yeah.
The audience?
Audience,
You're
can you
getting
keep the
married,
secret?
Jay.
Say it in the comments. No, this is on my right hand. I just like rings. And I got weird knuckles, so I can't wear them on any finger. Audience, will you keep the secret? Say, give me a yes in the chat, please, Andrea. I need full buy-in from everybody. If I'm going to say it's online.
Well, okay, sure.
I don't like Hassan Abi that much.
Oh, that's not that much of a
Hey,
secret.
I mean,
Okay. So we all have
Well, it's
tastes.
funny
that
your
we-
fans.
people we like.
No, I know.
My-
I fully support that stream. I wish nothing but the best for him. Just something about it. I don't vibe with it.
the
at all.
dude will watch one of his own videos from the past while eating dinner with like 100,000
Yeah.
people watching and like cussing out and yelling at the chat. And I'm like, what the? Why is
I
this?
just
a
don't get
thing?
it. I'm glad
get
it's
it.
popular.
Because
I really am.
mean,
don't you people
get it.
He's
like
the left's Joe Rogan right
narcissists.
now. He already
People
is the
like-
left's Joe
They like
fucking Rogan.
people like
Good point.
narcissists.
Do they? I feel
But
like
Anna Kasparian was talking down.
I don't watch.
She was
them.
saying that it was wrong to make comparisons, comparing Trump to Hitler for no reason except to give Trump a pass. But you know, it was like
she's just trying to get right wingers.
But like JD Vance said, he was Hitler once. You know what I mean? It's like, she's just
I'm not
going on
gonna
Piers
lie.
Morgan to go
I
after
can't
the
take this
left.
shit, man. I
Yeah.
can't take these fucking like. Oh,
It just-
now that Trump is president, let's.
Why?
She's doing the dark alchemy of the internet, where she turns
Here's-
a golden audience into a bunch of lead-poisoned idiots.
Here's the
It's like when
positive.
you're watching a movie with a plot, you know it has a plot twist, but then you figure out the plot twist in the first 2 seconds,
Oh,
and then it's like, why
yeah.
bother even watching this horse
You want
shit?
the silver lining? You want to know
No.
yeah, okay.
what good
Does
will come
Piers
out of
Morgan
I want a
actually
copper
come out as
lining?
better?
I'm trying to use this for
this?
electrician.
People affiliated with the Young Turks themselves can only eventually come to the conclusion that that's all fucking bullshit and bail. There's not a
Yeah.
person on that channel who isn't better off away from that channel.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if you do stay there, good, because somebody has got to be what the viewers are tuning in for,
John
Besides-
Iadarola.
the negative stuff. So there's those, maybe that's
Yeah.
2, 1.5 silver
I'm sorry,
linings.
man. Can
That's
you
the
imagine?
positive.
Like, you're okay. So you get up every day and you're like you're taking the kids to work or whatever, and then like, oh, let's
To work.
go on the internet for entertainment, and you watch the Young Turks, and you're like a daily Young
I mean,
Turks
some of
viewer.
it is.
Like,
Yeah, I
let's
don't
be
watch
honest,
daily
man. This
anymore.
is worse than watching MSNBC. Like,
Isn't Jackson White still doing pieces
Yeah,
with
like
them?
there's
And
a
we
lot
like
of
him.
there's a lot of the day that's really good. You
So they
just
give
I
some
don't
well,
know
it's
what
one
the main
thing
show
to
anymore.
like watch individual channels, but like just like turning it on like it's TV.
Oh, you
and-
mean leaving it on all day?
Oh
Yeah.
no, I think they're smart,
That's like
man. I don't like
Midas
them.
touch
But
watching.
It's
Yeah.
a cool idea though.
that structure really works because people do like flipping something on just like it's a TV. People even do that for like,
I thought that's
I'm
what
just
music
gonna
was for.
similar.
I
Yeah.
think even they know it's run its course for them. Like I think Jane Guger knows it's run its course. I think he's looking for any
Ugh.
way to monetize and looking for all kinds of profit incentives and stuff. I think he's looking for anything other than
Yeah.
what they have right now. I think he's like, how do we evolve it? We don't. We got to
think
change
they-
lanes.
They realize they've hit the cap
Well-
of what they're gonna make as a progressive network. And
And I
so
think people
they're
are gonna
switching.
revolt there in some fashion. This is the thing. Like, I never had a job. I've never had a client where I can look at the company or the organization and go, they're 100% pure. There's always some bullshit going on
Right, of
somewhere.
course.
Sure.
Always.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense that people who will work there and have, airtime on that network that are better than the people at the top. That just makes sense to me. That it seems like the people at the very top always suck. Or if you want to
Yeah.
know who sucks, look at the top first. It's somewhere up there.
Mm.
And
Fair.
I think
like
that
Mika and Joe or whatever.
and I
they
think
are.
you can't judge a company
Oh,
based on
God.
that. But in this
Oh.
case, if you don't like the show, it's easy enough to turn it off. I
Yeah.
just think going on Pierce Morgan and being like chummy with him,
I mean, they-
that's shitty.
Anna Kasparian is entered the same realm for me as like Tucker Carlson. There's nothing interesting about her anymore. Like,
Right.
all right, I get it. She's gonna lie for money. Okay, yeah. Awful
I
human being.
disagree.
Got it.
I disagree because Tucker Carlson, like him or hate him, he's got like this entertaining thing going on. He likes to talk about aliens. He talks about like this crazy ass cults that are controlling the world. Anna
He's such
Kasparian's doing
bullshit.
some like really like played out, like, oh, the trans people are in the bathrooms and homeless people are walking the streets. Like, that's not even like there's no creativity there. At least Tucker Carlson's like interviewing like people who have wrote that they were a spy on a forum in 1996. Like at least he's doing something creative, I think. And personally, like
Sure,
I'm
but
just throwing
it's
that out
all,
there.
all of it's under the category of lying for money. And when they
Yeah.
do that creative stuff, it's not a good enough piece of creativity for me to enjoy it as fiction.
I'd rather watch anybody else interview those people.
Maybe, but I don't know. Anna's just so she's in a special league of not entertaining in any way. There's no redeeming value there.
Yeah, I actually
I
think
think
that's
this
going to
is the
be
funny part.
her downfall
About all
because
these
I think
people.
she
Uh.
developed her on-air personality in front of progressives. Progressives care about having a good argument that is sound and is backed up by facts. And now she's trying to jump to an audience which does not give a solitary fuck about those things.
So will she be partnering with Jimmy Dory soon?
I assume so. I assume she's going to be with.
It's not
worst
out
of
of
the
the
worst.
Oh,
it's not out of
God.
the realm of possibility. That's the
all
reason why you should
crazy.
just turn it off, change the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I want to know what all those awful right-wing talky people that I can't stand, I'll watch Hal Sparks. I'll watch him and he takes them apart and he will play a clip from any of those, like Don Bongio, whatever, Bongino or any of those. And then I
Yeah.
know what's going on in that sphere. Hal does it for me. and
Yep.
then I can not have to do it. And
Hal
Hal
Sparks is great, man.
He's brilliant at analyzing the moronocene of those people. Okay, I don't agree with him all the time on some politics. He's a centrist, and I think he's a techno utopian, and he completely thinks we're going to be fine on the planet and everything's hunky. He doesn't talk about it that much. But other
We're going to
than
be fine, really?
I think Hal is definitely thinking, oh
I would
yeah,
love to
solar
know the logic behind we're gonna like
I hope so.
because
I
he's
don't
a
think
we
so.
deserve to die. Is that
He's a-
what?
no, we don't deserve to die. No, but yet some people think we do. But
No,
my
but that's
point
what
is,
does that what he mean? Is that what he means
no,
by
Hal is
everything's going to be fine, or he literally thinks the planet's
techno
going to be fine?
right. Like humanity will go on with business as usual with renewables. Nothing's going to be,
Oh.
So even if we cement
I
over
see.
the Amazon and the Arctic melts and the permafrost thaws and Antarctica
But
breaks
we
off
have to change
more and
something. We have to do
well, of
renewables,
course
or
we have. Hey,
Are
I never
we
said
acknowledging
we
that this is
can't.
going to like shrink the population down to like under 1 billion people? Like, does he think
what
we're
I
still going to be
mean.
able to expand the population?
we'll be
He
fine at
doesn't
what
talk
cost?
about
That's
that.
what I mean.
He talks
Yeah,
about
Republicans-
women's rights, which is what I talk about. When we talk about population, because I hate when people say, because overpopulation is a huge problem. However, what it is, it's women's rights is a huge problem. It's
Well, that I
oppressive-
agree
it's
with. That's why I
oppressive
voted for
religion.
Donald Trump.
It's oppressive religions that are a problem. It's the patriarchy that's a problem. It's women not having a choice not to have children. That's the problem. That's
I always choose Jumpadin fucking riverbed.
I just don't like being pegged when you talk about overpopulation right away. Oh my God,
Don't mind being pegged.
you're a eugenicist, or oh my God, they want you want people. It's such bullshit.
Well, look, it might all work out. Republicans are in charge now, and between their anti-vax beliefs and their love of arbitrary warfare, we might actually get that population way down, way down. They might accidentally save us.
I advocate for reduction in the population. We've had enough.
So, well, the whole country just voted for that, whether they know it or not.
Thank Christ.
Terrible. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because we.
If
won't get
Christ
that
were
people-
here, he would depopulate.
Oh, can I bring something up? Did you guys Did you watch Mike, the Humanist Report, his review of the president of Mexico today? How she just wrote a stellar. Oh, it's so good.
I read the letter.
What
Is
a
that what
piece.
it's about?
Yeah, she's amazing. Why can't we have a president like her? She's a PhD. She's
Because we're bigoted.
friggin' awesome. I want to learn a lot about her, and I literally was very happy with that show today. He did a really good job. He did.
Claudia Scheinbaum, man, one of the few, I don't want to say bright lights, one of the few lights.
Yeah, but
in North
not
America
a
right now.
phony. Like, I am so disappointed in Lula from South America. I mean, from
that
Brazil.
hurts.
I'm really disappointed because he played a game and he placated, and he's now, he's just now. Yes, people have to eat, but at what price do you destroy the planet for beef cattle?
Yeah, that's
I
effed
don't
up.
know. Whatever. See, and some of this stuff I think makes me sick. Probably does compromises my immune system. Politics. Oh, geez.
Oh, absolutely. Stress definitely inflames the body.
Lord, you're not wrong.
I thrive on it. Just kidding.
Well,
Are you
my
thriving
whole
right
life
now,
has been
Letterhack? Are you
stress.
thriving? You're popping pills on stream. You're muting your mic
I think
haphazardly.
Matt is a thriving type of a person. He makes himself thrive by the choices he makes, and they're positive.
Thank you.
I love you, Matt. You know that. I'm your mother and sister. I'm your family.
I told
Like-
my wife something today, and she was like, basically, I said, here's where I stand on this. and I don't dwell on it. She's like, it sounds like you dwell on it. And I go, no, where I stand on it is literally the point where I stopped giving a shit. I made a decision. I do this all the time. Make a decision at some point in my life. Here's what I think about this. That's it. So if I need to go back to any point, it's the last thought I had on it. I'm not dwelling on things historically. I just fucking don't.
I just think you're very
that's
calming.
me with Anna.
You're very calming, and that is very needed. I watch your show and I calm down, and I
good.
mean, I don't get hopey. I'm like,
Okay, Andrea.
fine, we're saved, but I calm down. Andrea, oh my god, Andrea, last week I got off and I went in the bedroom. My stomach was fucking in knots, killing me. But then I realized, guess what? It wasn't you. It was the sickness.
Oh yeah.
And I love
anything-
We're blaming Andrea.
If anything, if I didn't, I don't even know what I did, but if I didn't do it, you wouldn't have caught your sickness. You wouldn't be here.
Probably.
Right now, so.
Andrea, I love you too. I love you, Jake. But you know, it's thanks. It's even though it is settler colonial holiday, it is a night to give thanks. So I thought about that, and I do give thanks to being on this show because it is a real outlet for me that is so completely different from what we do on my channel. You know.
Yeah, your viewers hate me, man.
No, they don't. Nobody hates you. Nobody hates you at all. Stop it. Actually, I don't know where Jan is. One of my viewers loves you, Jan. Oh my God. I just don't know where she is. But no, Andrea, stop. They don't hate you. And you said it last week when Jean is here. Now she knows how to trigger you, and you let it happen.
Well, of course I do. Yeah.
But she's not here tonight, so I don't know where she is. She's taking care of her little one or whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
I prefer sweats.
Yeah.
To
True Tech.
Jean.
There's a name I haven't seen in a while on my channel.
Okay.
Hi. True Tech. Shout out to True Tech, who I see on a lot of the channels. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I mean, there is a variety, and you know, when you are I find when somebody when you're on social media, you have to watch other social media to know have your finger on the pulse, like in the climate. I've watched Paul Beckwith. He went to Azerbaijan to COP, and he went knowing it's a shitty country and they have done a genocide. And I did a whole show on how they suck, and he went anyway. But he would not go because of me, because he goes to all of them, but they're not the same when a petrostate is running it. And they came out with a terrible solution that so many countries were against because it's too little and nobody's going to do anything anyway. It's very sad.
Yeah, I don't understand humanity.
I didn't see it yet,
Really
Paul. Okay.
I miss network television on days like Thanksgiving Day because there used to be these like spaghetti western marathons or like the Clint Eastwood movie marathons that would go for like literally 24 hours. Or like
Westerns.
Ben-Hur would come on.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shit. Like
It doesn't
epic
happen. Not even on. Well, I don't have it.
I don't have network television. That's why.
Can't you get it on Roku? Me TV, or do they do that? I don't know. I
have a lot on
haven't watched it.
DVD. Like I highly recommend. If no one's ever seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, it's one of the most epic, well-made spaghetti westerns you can come. It's fascinating to me. Every time I watch it, I feel like I don't remember that part. Like it's so good. If anyone's ever, but I have like an extended version of that on DVD or something. It's just, man, it's so neat to get somebody like the non-American take on the Civil War.
There you go.
It's not accurate.
I like the non-American
like
take on everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought I had heard that the reason they do like holiday specials on TV or marathons like that was something related to ratings. But now I don't remember. Never mind.
And I miss
72.
watching the parade,
great
although
show?
that's corporate bullshit.
Let me tell you, I worked the parade multiple years because when I was at
Macy's Day?
the Thanksgiving Day parade in Detroit, and
In
it was
Detroit.
it was great for all watching. I effing despised it because I was the promotions producer at the time, and that's about the biggest promotion you can do all year. So it was a lot of work, man. But
I just imagine you as like
That's
the man on
cool,
the street
Jake.
interviewer with the
No, he
microphone.
was
If they-
a business
Awesome.
guy. He had to wear the tie and the bow
Yeah,
tie.
if-
you know.
at the time, if there wasn't talent available, that is what I would have to do. But
Oh man, asking kids like, "What's your favorite float this year?" Like that kind of stuff.
yes, except I'd be like
Awesome.
this. Like I would never
Oh.
be in front of. I'd just be like, "Tell us what your favorite float is," and they'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "Fucking say it, kid. Say what a float.
Just say
Pikachu,
Snoopy and shut the
so I
fuck
can
up.
go home."
I'm gonna go eat pear sauce.
Yeah,
Stupid fucking kids.
but yeah,
Get
I'm
me
with
the
you,
hell
man.
out.
Is
I think-
pear sauce similar to like a parachute?
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. It's almost the exact same thing. The
Wow.
only difference about it is everything.
Everything.
Oh, now I understand.
It's just applesauce, but made with pears. I like the.
Oh, I
flavor
bet
a
it's
little more.
delicious.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm going to I don't know, maybe I'll sweeten up my butter and squash. I don't eat sugar or anything sweet, but tomorrow is maybe I'll sweeten it up
It's
with
an exception.
stevia. I don't have sugar in the house.
Oh my god.
I live alone. I
Wow.
have just what I like. I don't give a
Jake is
shit.
like, why eat spoonfuls of sugar while watching Pod Save America repeat? What are you kidding me? What is wrong with you three?
Poor Jake.
Thanksgiving. I mean, what are you gonna do?
That's scarily accurate, except for the Pod Save America thing.
That's
I'll say
funny.
this: I like Love It or Leave It. I think it's a good format.
I don't even know what that is.
Is that
That's-
HGTV?
No, it's on
What's
YouTube
Love
as
It or
well.
Leave
It's
It?
John Lovett is one of the Pod Save America guys, and he's
Oh, I
trying to
have no
branch
idea
out.
what it is.
And I
Okay.
admire the way that he's doing it because it's smart and it's entertaining.
Okay.
Oh,
We're just teasing.
I just wish he
you.
had slightly better politics. That guy actually has decent politics. It's the other two, John Favreau and I don't know the other guy. That,
when you said John
That's
Lovitz,
shitty.
you made me think of John Larroquette.
Oh
Remember
gosh.
him?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
no.
Okay.
He
Huh.
was the lawyer on Night Court.
Oh
scummy
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Uh, and
Yeah.
he did the opening narration for Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Huh.
and that movie's as old as I am, so I watch it like every year. Came out October 1974, and so I just watched it. I watched the 50th anniversary. When was the last time you guys watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original?
Like 15 years ago.
Yeah, a super long
Not
time
long.
ago.
Not for me. Not long
Unmatched.
ago, I watched scary shit.
No
all-
horror movie
Yeah.
has outdone it. It is shocking. There's a story. It is shocking on top of being shocking. Like it's repeatedly shocking. And this year I watched the behind the scenes documentary, like the
Ooh.
making of documentary.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
No.
Oh my gosh. All new. Okay, watch that and then watch the movie again.
Yeah.
Like try and do
Ah,
it back to
see,
back. Wow.
I
That's
didn't.
what I do a lot when I watch those kind of movies. I look at it and examine how did they do that. Since I started video editing myself and doing this, I do that. I look at how are they putting the scene together.
Oh,
How
that's
is
cool.
this blending? How is it? Yeah, I don't
I
have
guess-
the camera equipment to take a lot of my own video, but I like edit.
One-
I love making videos.
one
Editing
thing-
is fun. It's relaxing.
I love it.
I love the editing part. One thing that I never picked up on, Leatherface is like a scared little kid. He wasn't waiting for someone to come along so he could be psycho.
Right.
He was freaked out when they showed up and didn't know what else to do. And I was like, oh, that was always, I just thought, don't go in that house. Leatherface lives there. He got you. That's not what happens. Leatherface is like, who the fuck are these people? Why are they here? And he doesn't know what else to do, and he overreacts.
I mean,
Oh.
Did you ever catch that?
He just doesn't
aspect
know
of
what
it?
to do. Yeah. So
He's
you
like
know,
looking
just
out the
chop him to
window.
bits, you know.
He's looking out the window all scared, and he sits down and puts his hand in his head in his hands. He's like, "Oh no!" I never picked up on that.
I do appreciate it. Like, I appreciate that it's a good movie, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the first time I watched a movie and thought that I was unimpressed with the gore. Like, it was gory, and I'm like, I'm
Dude.
getting nothing from this.
I
about
have watched it
Motel
and
Hell?
felt that. I have watched
Hater.
it and felt that before. I have. I've been like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. But I just watched it last week, dude.
Like, the parts from
It
it that
is
are the selling points of the movie. The parts that are like why you would go to Texas Chainsaw Massacre are parts I find myself just having to sit through. Like, yeah, okay, horrible pain,
It's-
I get it. Yeah, torture. All right.
It's an art house film. That's really what it is. It's an artistic. It's not because
New wave French cinema.
no, not
Texas
that.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Not that, but like in the way they were making it, they were like, this is going to be groundbreaking. Like nobody's done this.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Romero
I appreciate it.
hasn't done
Mhm.
this. Nobody's really done
Right.
that. And I'm just
I
saying,
appreciate what it is. I just don't. I'm not entertained by it.
oh,
I
I find it very difficult to be entertained by it. It's too much. But like, I think no one's all the horror movies, and this is why I brought it up because Andrew is a big fan of Saw. I don't think anyone's touched it. I don't, and there are
Oh,
things
really?
like
Well, you
Evil
don't think
Dead and Evil Dead
desecrating and
2
torturing health insurance executives is good?
That's
pro
That's the one
Not in-
argument
not in a
ever made
fictional
me
sense.
want to watch
right.
it.
That's
but-
good.
but like there's no
The Shining was
because
good.
even like at the end
Shining
when
is
they're
the
putting the
best
mallet in grandpa's hand and trying to get him to bash her head in, but he keeps
Oh.
dropping it. That to me, I was just like, oh my God, this is no one's ever been able to do.
Matt.
I gotta watch it
It's
again.
crazy. If you haven't seen it in a while, watch it again. It's pretty good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's wild.
Sometimes I have to be careful at night here. I do creep I mean, when I watched The Shining, it was like what, a few months ago, I think I told you guys. I'm home alone here. And I don't know, I can watch some of the newest ones, the newest scary movies, really scary movies, and everything's fine. I watched The Shining. I couldn't even go to the bathroom.
That's because The Shining's a real horror
Yeah,
movie.
I
not
had
a
to have
short
my
shit
back
modern
to the
age.
wall.
I never looked at The Shining as a horror movie though.
Well,
it's
okay,
scary.
It's
What are
scary.
you talking about? It's like a classic horror movie.
It was
It's like the
terrifying.
king
I
of
like
the horror
how
movies,
Letterhack
basically.
trying to make some artsy fartsy stick up his ass like point about the movie, and then Jake is like, "What the fuck
I
are you on
mean,
about?
I
No,
Horror
because
again,
you have-
I don't
you
think
think
Kubrick was
of-
like, let's make a horror movie.
Okay, but think of
That
Jack
is-
Nicholson's character. To me, that guy, if that guy was in my house,
I think
acting
it's
like
more
that,
accurately described as a psychological thriller.
Okay, that's
Oh my God.
Paranormal, even.
all right.
Not
I'll
a
say
horror movie, though.
psychological thriller will be exact.
Oh, it's
It's
not a horror movie. It's a
psychological-
psychological.
Wait,
But-
Sandy was making a point. What were you
I'm
saying?
sorry.
He said it.
Say it.
Psychological thriller. Mine?
Yeah, you were saying if that guy was in my house, because the
Yeah,
follow up,
I
the
would
end of
be
that
Blow 'em
sentence
away.
is going to tell us horror
Horrified.
movie.
And
She
I've
would
had
be
some
horrified.
horrifying men
She
in my
wouldn't
life.
be psychologically thrilled.
I would be
She wouldn't
terrified.
be-
I mean, I saw
I'm
some pretty
terrified.
horrifying things on The Wolf of
Horrified.
Wall Street. Not a horror movie. Sorry.
Well,
I don't
I
get
think
that.
it's away-
Differ.
the killer gets away at the end. I don't know about.
Maybe it's just Jack Nicholson. I don't know. I think that performance was just.
Oh, I mean, it's amazing. It's
it
one of the
was-
greats for sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's a really tame movie that Jack Nicholson's in? What's that romantic comedy?
The
made.
postman always rings twice, or what was it?
Wait. Jack Nicholson did a romantic comedy. Imagine
As
I
good
knew
as
it
it
off the
gets.
top of my
Oh,
head.
As good as it gets.
Yeah.
Cuts to- all right, imagine I thought of that title of that movie right
Maybe
after
there's
Sandy
that.
said maybe it's just Jack Nicholson. Cuts to Sandy in a movie theater watching As Good as It Gets.
That would be funny.
That was the whole joke.
But
joke.
no, I don't know.
Thank
Old
you.
joke.
Like, there's
All
a
right,
lot
I
of
got-
like low budget horror movie attempts that I think were inspired by Texas Chainsaw that just you can't touch it. It's already been done.
Fick.
My daughter is acting in all of them in Buffalo, or she's trying. She's
Ah.
been.
Okay,
She just finished
Every
one. They're
single
doing-
Sandy,
Buffalonian movie.
Before I
No,
forget,
she's trying though.
you gotta send me those socialists that your daughter told you about. You gotta send them to me. The 2 socialists that
The
are
2
running for
socialists.
president.
Oh no, no,
Just
no!
send
That
the
was
socialist
that
over?
was my brother's granddaughter, Claudia de la Cruz.
Okay, whatever. You're supposed to send that to me.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I will.
you didn't tell me that you're related.
What is it, Claudia? What?
I'm not related. My brother's my grandniece. When I was in
Yeah.
Claudia
Oregon,
de la Cruz?
Claudia de la Cruz of the Socialist Liberation Party.
Okay, that's all I need. Thanks. Thank you.
I got a 2-part question for y'all.
Yeah. The kids.
Part
the
1
kids
is
like
what
her.
is a genre of movie that you generally don't like, and part 2, what is an example from that genre that you do like? I can rip the Band-Aid off. As discussed
Like,
amply,
oh
I
my-
don't like horror gore.
Have I seen
but-
Pearl? Yes.
I love Event Horizon.
That's a great movie. A lot of screaming in
is.
that movie.
Yeah.
I don't
A
like.
genre.
Well, I hate rom-coms generally.
Ah,
I'm sure there's one out there. Oh, but I love Moonstruck.
there you go.
So
I don't think I saw it.
it's Cosmos Moon. You haven't seen Moonstruck?
I haven't
Romantic
seen
He
Moonstruck.
took my bride.
Moonstruck.
He took my hand. You haven't seen Nicolas
Or-
Cage
No.
in Moonstruck? Oh my
good.
god!
It's
Leaving
good.
Las Vegas. I remember that one, but that's not a romantic comedy.
He
That's
took
well.
my bride. He took my hand.
It sounds like a very Nick Cage
How you
thing.
guys remember all this shit all the time?
Oh,
or not?
that's
My brain is.
legendary.
I know it's legendary, but my brain has. It's
It's
leaped.
Cosmos Moon.
Legendary.
Oh my god, that movie! I'm gonna watch it tonight. Shit, that movie. When they show up to the opera and she had her hair done, and oh my god, he's got the tux on. Oh my god,
It's a good movie.
so good.
All right,
Okay.
Sandy. Genre you don't like, with an example from it that you do like.
You have to make me try to think Wednesday nights. All right. You put me on the what don't I like? Okay. I don't like action movies very much. I'm not a big
Ooh.
like action movie person,
Sure.
but I did like Rocky. Is that an
Yeah,
action
okay.
movie?
No.
I would
like-
argue sports.
I
but-
like
On every way,
action movie?
the answer to this question from Sandy has been horrifying to me. Like, first of all, you don't
That's-
like action movies. What? And then you say Rocky's an action movie.
I don't
what
know.
the fuck is
Okay, but
happening?
because all right.
You don't
so
like
that's not a-
Indiana Jones or
Well, yeah,
You
I
don't
did
like Die
Indiana
Hard?
The Terminator?
Yeah, speed round. Name action
No.
movies until we can find one that we think Sandy would like.
MASH.
We already did
that Sandy would remember seeing. Andrea,
It's a war movie.
remember.
Fifth Element. Saving
Uh,
Private Ryan. That's not an action movie.
no, action like okay. I'm just trying to think of
Lethal Weapon. You
anything
didn't like
my
Lethal Weapon?
ex-husband liked. I didn't.
Fair enough.
So probably that's as close as I can.
The Wind and the
Oh.
Tide. No, you wouldn't have seen that. Nobody saw.
Are you
it
ready
except
for my answer on the question?
Yes,
go
let's
for it.
listen to
Yes.
you. Get off of me.
Genre I
Sandy,
don't
you got to
like.
think of another genre.
Oh please.
So very easy. Musicals and the Muppet movie.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, so you haven't
fair
seen-
enough.
You haven't seen Paint Your Wagon.
Speaking of musicals, that's
I'm
what I
afraid
like.
not.
Clint Eastwood and Lee Marvin.
Oh my
Singing.
god.
Have you seen it, Jake?
No. 1 second.
They there's and no offense to Mormons in the crowd, but there's a Mormon auctioning off like
How many more?
one of his wives. And Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood are gold mining partners. So they are like, well, if that guy can have multiple wives, a wife
What
can
movie?
have 2 husbands. So they take her on and like want to share the wife. and it's a fucking musical. It's
What movie?
insane. Like the Paint Your Wagon.
Paint Your Wagon. Oh, it's an old one.
Jake,
Well, yeah,
why
I
are you
mean, it's Lee
posting?
Marvin.
What is this thing you posted in the private chat?
It didn't work.
It's looking like your goddamn crypto wallet.
Oh, 1 second.
What is this?
Crypto wallet.
Open.
I had a crypto wallet once.
Did you really?
Oh, it was I was trading on what is it, Coinbase
Huh.
for a while, but then I was mad because it was just boring and I wasn't making much money, so I got out of it.
Somebody said
Picked
Matt
a bad
Gates.
time to get out.
Somebody
No,
mentioned
this was-
Matt Gates earlier.
Yeah.
I think that whole thing was a sham. I don't think he was ever intended to be. I think he said, "Look, man, they're gonna issue that report.
Yes.
I'm
that's
gonna
exactly-
fucking quit. Can you please say I'm nominated to be Attorney General? I swear I will withdraw."
Oh, really?
I think
I
it
guarantee
had.
that.
'Cause he was going to go to prison.
No,
mean-
but he was going to be horribly embarrassed and maybe go to prison.
Yeah.
I
That
think it
guy?
had.
Wait a minute. Look at all the
two
plastic
purposes.
the Botox. He's not horribly embarrassed by all that crap he puts in his face to make him look like that.
I think it had two purposes.
Yeesh.
Number one, you nailed. I think he specifically said, "Can you put me on the list so that I can honorably get out of here and escape this thing?" There's Paint Your Wagon. Yeah,
Yeah. look at
hilarious, by the
that.
way. And I have
Stage
been
production is good too, but yeah.
learning about Mormons didn't just do polygamy. If you are Mormon, ask your elders. Don't take it from your old pal Jake. Ask your elders. Polyandry. What is polyandry? Well, that's when you marry somebody else's wife. Joseph Smith had at least 20 wives before he told his wife that he was marrying other people or intending to. He's estimated by the Mormon Church, estimated to have 30 wives. Also, he sent people away on missions so he could marry their wives. Ask your elders. Don't take my word for it. Anyway, I think
And
it
they
had
worship this guy?
I have
They
never.
do. Well, they would say they don't, but they hold him up as the highest human being, just short of Jesus Christ.
Mitt Romney should have won.
Oh my God. Well, fun fact. All right. And the other reason I think is so that it makes Trump's next nomination go through easily. That's what I was thinking. Speaking of Mitt Romney and Mormons, he's the reason that Mormons can drink caffeine now. Because he was caught during that campaign when he was running for president drinking a caffeinated beverage, and then the church scrambled and clarified so that there wasn't a scandal. Oh, no. It's not caffeine. It's just coffee and tea. And when asked why, they said almost literally no reason. Just because
Really?
just
No
because
reason?
God said. Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
God
Nope.
said no caffeine.
So Mormons these days chug a lot of energy drinks. Fun fact.
Oh, wow. That's not great either.
Nope.
Jeez. I'm still
Five
trying to think
Mormons.
of this
Fascinating.
movie from like the 80s that
Oh, what?
what the hell? I can't think of
Here,
the
no,
name.
start throwing stuff out. We'll figure it out. I love this game.
Yeah.
First Blood, but what was the movie
Rambo?
where- yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's-
that was
that's an
way
action
too
movie.
easy. What
I
the
know,
fuck?
but that was an action movie I didn't like because
I thought you were gonna be like
You
At
didn't
the
like First
Vietnam
Blood.
vet, and I would have been like, okay, that could be a few.
You
different-
didn't like fucking First Blood? What the fuck?
no, because
the best one.
I have, but probably because of personal reasons. 'Cause of
I was watching
No, you
Rambo
like
3
cops.
the
You're
other
just
night.
like, oh, I really thought that he was treating those police unfairly.
All right.
no.
I got a movie recommendation then for Sandy.
Oh God. Okay.
1 second.
So I was watching Rambo 3, and he's in Afghanistan, and they were making a map with rocks on the ground.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was like, they don't have paper and pencils over there. Is that kind of fucked up? And then I was like, what? Honestly, why wouldn't they have paper and pen? Why do they have to make a map out of rocks on the ground?
It's just
That's
cool,
all right.
man. It's
Here-
cool.
Here
I just go out of my
is-
way not to watch any of those movies.
Here
Why the
is a
You don't
movie.
like First Blood, but you like Rocky?
The best thing
I
is
think-
when
Rocky, because It was
Sandy would enjoy.
sort of a classic. and
Hold on,
it was
Jake. We'll do
okay.
it, but
Well, that's
you
true.
can't
And I
bring
like
up Rambo and then we all just
the
move on
boxing.
from that. Like Rambo is constantly like, I don't want to do it. You're making me do it. Now you're gonna be sorry that you made me do it. Like that's the Rambo formula.
I'm gonna kill a helicopter with a rock.
It's so good.
That
It
is-
doesn't matter how
It is.
bad the movie is. It's like
It's good.
because
No,
you can
it's
watch
an
him go
actual
through it
film.
where he's like, I'm not interested.
The Dirty Dozen.
You're forcing me to do it. Now you're in trouble. Oh, the Dirty Dozen?
Chris
I
said
think
that. He brought that
Oh.
up.
Sandy would enjoy
Wait,
the
me?
movie
Oh,
Bullet
Bullet
Train
Train. Yeah.
because it's
Do
funny.
you know who? Do you know
It's
who
got
Bad Bunny is?
Bullet Train.
Brad Pitt.
Sandy?
Yeah, it's got Bad Bunny, but it's got Brad Pitt. He doesn't go shirtless in it. I can only apologize, but
Oh God, who cares? All right, I see it.
I would
Bullet
assume
Train.
about 90% of the population of Earth.
See now, my favorite Brad Pitt movie is California with a K.
Kelly's
I
Heroes. That's a
like
better one.
I like
That's better than the
I
Dirty
watched
Dozen.
this fucking movie with Brad Pitt, and he was doing this fucking accent. You ever see? It's called Meet Joe
the-
Black.
Hmm.
You ever see that? He was
California,
doing this
90.
Meet
fucking-
Joe Black? Yeah.
He was doing this
Oh, that
accent.
was-
and I
The
thought it
worst
was
one is
joke.
7 Years in
For-
Tibet. That accent's even worse. Oh my God. He's like
what is-
supposed to be
who
German.
gives this guy like what?
Look,
Oh, he did another bad accent. He did an Irish accent. What was the
Oh,
Harrison
yeah.
Ford movie?
What? What
Yeah.
are you talking? All right.
You didn't like
Work
that?
of art. That
You're
was
Or
thinking
or
of
you thought that was
Snatch.
good?
I thought it was
Work of art.
fantastic.
His
And
Irish
and you know
accent?
what? It was
know.
not an Irish accent. It was a gypsy accent. And
No,
it was
dude, in
not-
the hair. No, wait, not Guy Ritchie. That was fantastic.
Oh, in the Harrison Ford movie.
Like-
yeah.
You want a caravan? Yeah, that was great. But the whole when he's like, "You like dogs?" He's like, "What?
Oh,
Dogs?"
do I like dogs?
But the
Yeah, I like dogs.
what was the Harrison Ford movie where he was an Irish guy living with Harrison Ford, who was a cop,
Tom Clancy.
staying with their
book.
family. Yeah,
Why can't I remember it?
See, you guys are
I love that
so into
Richard Harris. Like it was
That's so
terrible.
fun.
I think that was Richard. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But that was a horrible Irish accent.
No,
They
I just love
filmed-
the
Yeah,
idea
you're
of
right.
going on in front of a screen
Devil's
and
Own.
doing
Blade
some
Runner,
horrible accent, and then
Yeah.
they just post it anyway.
Look, here's my defense of Brad Pitt in every movie before Fight Club because Meet Joe Black, The Devil's Own, which is the movie we were talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was great in California.
California, all Brad Pitt accent movies before Fight Club, he was trying to get famous, and he was in movies, but he was not Brad Pitt of the level that we are aware of. The call your own shots, make whatever movie you want until Fight Club. So if they went up to me and they're like, "Hey, we want you to play Death in a movie," and I was like, "Okay," and they're like, "We want you to walk around moping," and I'm like, "For money though, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'd be like, "Okay." And then they were like, "You got to talk to a Jamaican lady and do your damnedest to do a Jamaican accent. Hey, by the way, can you do a Jamaican accent?" I would fully lying say yes. Yep, for money though. We're right. Yeah, I can do a Jamaican accent.
You can do well. I can't do that. Everything comes out like Ivana now.
I do call people a bomba class a lot.
You're right about. I think you're right about Fight Club. That was the moment, right?
We have to go back to Doom.
At that, my only point is this: it's not that there's not criticism to hand out. It's just that pre-Fight Club,
he was
the
great.
criticism is for the casting director. After Fight Club, then it's for Brad Pitt.
All right.
And
river
note that
runs
after
through
Fight
it.
Club, his accents get way less ambitious. Way less. The only one he does an accent in after that I'm aware of, that I remember, is Snatch. And it's supposed to be a cartoon one.
I can watch World War Z over and over and over and over.
It's a rad film. I only saw it
I
once.
haven't
was
seen
pretty
it.
Good.
Me neither.
Oh, I thought for sure you had.
World
I'd
War
be
Z.
surprised.
I
I'm
love
telling you, I'm geeky. I don't watch I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
really don't. You don't watch a lot of
No.
Let's
movies.
do another one though. Like describe a movie and we'll try and get it.
Me?
I love
Yeah.
how like we
Describe a movie?
started playing that game and you just said the name of the movie.
Describe a movie.
Like, okay, I'll
Buffalo-
start.
Buffalo 66.
Back to the Future. Oh, Back to the Future. Which one? What'd you
Buffalo
say?
66. With
No, I'm saying
Vincent-
describe a movie
describe
that you
it.
can't remember the name of, and we'll
I can't
figure it out.
remember anything. Okay, describe
Okay.
a movie. I can't.
I'll
remember the
describe a
name of.
movie, and you guys try and guess it. Okay.
Okay.
I think it was like a kid, maybe a girl, like a little girl sees her family get killed.
E.T.
Feel like there's like maybe there's a bad cop played by somebody significant. I'm just pretending not to know. And
Psycho Cop.
I think the little girl like meets like an assassin or hitman or something.
Oh, with Gene Reno. Why can't I remember it? The Professional.
What was the French name?
Le Professional.
Leon.
Ah. That's that movie.
Natalie Portman, Gary Oldman.
Let me
yeah,
tell
I
you
think
how
I have
dense
seen
I
that.
am. That movie has some undertones, which
Leon.
I did not pick up on when I was watching it as a wee lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it again as an adult after telling people how much I freaking loved this movie. And it was one of those things where I was like, we're sitting in a room together, and I'm like, I didn't remember this scene.
You gotta watch out.
I
for
also
that
didn't
stuff.
remember this scene.
Yeah, when you
But-
recommend something, always say like, "Well, I haven't seen this in a while. It might not hold
You
up."
gotta do that. You really
got
do.
to. Absolutely.
I feel like
Because
her
if it's
very
good,
next
they won't remember you said that. They'll just, But
her
if it's
very
bad,
next role, same deal. She
Wait, what?
was like, she was in All the Pretty Girls. Natalie Portman, again, just a kid.
Yeah.
And she was like infatuated with an older guy who was kind of like flattered by it. And I was like, what the fuck
Right.
is this?
I hate to say it too, because it just now dawned on me. No, I'm going to give Labyrinth a pass, actually. Because David Bowie is playing a figment of a 14-year-old's imagination. That's the whole point of the movie. So never mind. I have to keep liking the Labyrinth. I love the Labyrinth. I have
Brett.
to keep liking it. Don't take it away from me.
Brad Pitt has one of the ultimate death scenes. What's it called? What's that movie? It was a boring Ridley Scott movie. It's a bunch of scenes where people are just talking. Really boring. Somebody walks by Brad Pitt and throws this thing around his neck that only gets tighter. And
Holy
it decapitates him. Remember, he's like trying to get it. He's like, and it's just getting tighter and tighter. Yeah, it's just awesome that it's Brad Pitt in that scene.
I don't remember this at all.
sounds good to me.
All right.
Michael Fassbender's in it. A lot of people are in it. Boring as hell.
Huh.
Hmm.
I love Fassbender. There's a crop of Hollywood handsome gentlemen these days that I like. We went through a real drought for about a decade.
Oh my God.
The Henry Cavill, he's great. Fassbender,
The
I hope
Counselor.
The Counselor never saw.
So Michael Fassbender was in Band of Brothers. There's a lot of
Yes.
people who showed up in Band of Brothers that you didn't realize because they were
Yeah, Tom
nobodies at the time.
Sizemore. Oh, actually, he was kind of a big
No,
deal,
that
but
was Saving
he was.
Private Ryan.
Oh wait, no, you're right. That is Saving Private Ryan.
But who's the latest Mad Max? He was in Band of Brothers.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy was in
So
it.
you guys are going off on all this, and
Sorry.
Sorry.
no, it's all right. I'm reading the chat.
It's 11:30 p.m. on the East Coast.
B-E-R-B. Still is.
Did you say BERB?
No, I said B-R-B. I just held the first B
Although
for a while.
Movie Night Extravaganza, that show, they know their shit. I mean, you watch that show and they really get into, but you have to watch the movie and then listen to those guys talk about those movies too. Holy crap. Holy crap. I think real life is kind of a I don't know, kind of a horror movie as of late.
Really bad.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
No. Make me laugh.
Give us a dad joke.
No, somebody just asked. I can't find it now. Somebody just asked what the movie was with Benicio del Toro and Alicia Silverstone. I think they're talking about Excessive Baggage from the 80s, but I think they were both in Reptile, the Justin Timberlake movie that came out last year. Check that out.
He's making movies now?
He was good.
Like he directed it?
No, it was his. He was like, there were two main characters. He was like a lead role. Yeah.
I see.
I think Alicia Silverstone was in that. I'm not sure.
Was
Anyway.
the other one Noob Saibot?
No, I don't know what that
like
is.
one person got that joke.
Oh, is that a Backstreet Boys song or something, or NSYNC or whatever he was in?
No, we're just talking obscure characters from Mortal Kombat. Reptile is the Green Ninja, and Noob Saibot is the Hidden Unlock character.
Wow,
I'm a big old nerd.
Look,
we're talking movies. You guys could be in what I think is going to be, frankly, I don't know what the web version of an Oscar is. So let's just say Oscar nominated, certainly winning, probably for best screenplay. Unexpected Spaghetti. I think it's going to be great.
And then you wrote this?
I wrote it. Yeah. Yeah. So basically a guaranteed hit.
I like that.
So I'm in the movie?
Spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a character named
who's playing
Andrea.
me? Who's
you?
Unexpected Spaghetti.
Yeah.
I don't remember playing myself in a movie.
Well, it hadn't been filmed yet. We got right now. It's just a screenplay, which is really getting people around the internet excited.
Really?
People like
what
me.
are they? What are they saying?
They're saying it's basically the greatest unfilmed movie ever.
What's I'm in
and
it.
when
What's
does
my
it come
role?
out? What's your?
You are playing a character called Matt. Yeah,
And
Now
when's
I'm
it
trying
coming
to
out?
figure out the title.
the sorcerer. The full title is Wizard Club: Unexpected Spaghetti.
Is this part of a series?
Well, look, Marvel was in talks to pick it up as an extended universe thing. I don't know that we're going to go that route, but
so it's Wizard Club.
Yes.
Is that like a
Unexpected
weapon?
Spaghetti.
Like a club that I beat someone to death with?
Not yet. That might have to happen now, but no, it's like a club, but for wizards, like a social group for
wizards
people who use magic. Yeah.
Is that like
Gotta do
the
this.
men's bathroom?
We do. No, like magic users. Although there is only one wizard in Wizard Club.
Okay.
And that is there's a witch, a wizard, a druid, and a sorcerer.
Which one am I?
The witch.
Which one am I?
Sorcerer.
Oh, main character, right? The hero.
I mean, maybe you could argue that. But I think the fun of this thing would be.
Is
not
Andrea my
knowing.
nemesis, or is she a good witch?
She's a good witch.
Or is it like a good bad witch?
She's kind of bad, actually. If I'm honest, a bit of a troublemaker, bit of a scamp. That one.
This is the bad.
All right,
witch.
Dust Mite the Boomer. If Left Past 10 was a movie, which actors would play each of you? Obviously, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park for me. You guys?
Yeah, we should just go way off. Like I would be Gary Oldman would do my part.
He could do that's cheating though. He can be anything. He could be
Okay,
Sandy
Brad Pitt
right now,
would
and
be
none of
my
us
part.
would know. because Gary Oldman's such an amazing actor.
Okay, I
What
want
would you
Billy
guys do?
Crystal to do my part.
Billy Crystal? Maybe from like 40 years ago.
No, you should see him now. He kind of looks like me.
What? I'm looking him up. Billy Crystal now.
He's got the
Bill Crystal.
the implants.
Holy crap. He looks younger now than he did during
right?
City Slickers. What the f is happening?
Let me look him up. I gotta
When
see
when Billy Crystal was 30, he looked like he was 60. And now that I presume he's 60, he looks like he's 40. It's so weird.
Well, honey, if you have money, you can look like anything.
Yeah, that's
Is that true?
Oh yeah, look
This,
at that.
Tonight's
I
quote
just saw
of the
in
night.
the Irish news.
Wait, are we live?
If you have money, you can look
Yes.
like anything.
Let me show you the picture of Billy Crystal. That is the shock of the century for me.
I
What,
have a
they were
picture I'm gonna-
live?
I have a picture I'm going to show you guys.
Is today Wednesday?
It
Not
is,
for long.
yeah.
Not for long.
Andrea, who would play you in the Left Past 10 movie?
Nicolas Cage?
Nice.
Boom, boom.
Sandy, who would play you?
Meg Ryan.
There's the letter
I
hack.
was gonna say
There's
Meg
the
Ryan.
letter hack
I was
right
so
there.
gonna say Meg Ryan. I swear to you, that was on the tip of my tongue.
No shit.
Billy Crystal somehow aging in reverse, somehow getting more handsome. I thought the hairline was just gonna keep going back. I thought he'd look like a.
That's
like
not
a-
real. It's not real.
Oh, fair enough. Still, I mean, good for Billy Crystal.
That's why he hasn't been in anything for 10 years. He was working on that.
Well, I put a picture in the Discord that could be actually very disconcerting. I know you can't
Okay.
see, but it's one of the things she does.
What the fuck? Oh, right.
What time is it?
What time is it?
11:38 p.m. Eastern.
Anybody know what time it is?
Not
What
quite time
time
to
it
start the
is?
genocide.
What time?
What
is it?
time is it?
Wait, which genocide are we
What
starting?
time is it?
Oh no, we're just celebrating the genocide of Native Americans.
Yes, that's
We
right.
are?
Indigenous people.
No, we're not
Well,
celebrating
just Andrea
that.
because she's a monster.
I
We're not
love
celebrating.
I love how I wish I had been this switched on when they taught me this shit in school about pilgrims and okay. Somebody came to this land and said, "Look what I found." Oh, but there's people here, but you found it, right?
Mhm.
And they said it's the new land. I just found it. No, there's already people here. Somebody obviously it's not what kind of discovery is that? That's like
Do you
if
believe
I
that some
just
guy found land and then said, "Let's call this place Newfound Land"?
it's like if I walk next door and go, "Look what I fucking found."
Yeah.
It's like, oh
Nice
shit, there's a whole
comics,
house
dude.
over here.
I found this whole house. It's got a
just found it.
globe. It's got some comic books.
Oh my god,
just-
some test footage of the Left Past 10 movie is already in.
What?
Oh, there it is.
That's me
That's
doing
Jake.
the intro.
It's your old pal Jake.
That's really good.
Anyway, I just love that they, of course, they teach that to you when you're a little kid because you're like, okay, well, go with that. No problem.
Well, that's what they're going to do with Trump. They're going to teach us that Trump is from God
Oh
and that
god.
Trump is special genes.
I mean, they are.
And Trump. Isn't that awesome?
Easy.
Who's going to play
Speaking of-
Trump in 20 years?
Donald Trump will play Trump in 20 years.
Hopefully, someone who's been dead for 30 years. I don't know.
Ah,
So
what they're gonna do is take the hot dogs that they were gonna throw out from 7-Eleven. They're gonna get an old plastic sack of hot dogs and they're gonna leave them out in the sun for a week, and then that rotting sack of gas station hot dogs. That's what's gonna play Trump.
Ugh.
I
accurate.
used to
Headache.
love gas station hot dogs. When I was a teenager, I would eat those fuckers till the cows came home. The burnt
7-Eleven was the best, man.
2 a.m. Oh,
Could load up all the chili and cheese you wanted on the 7-Eleven hot dogs. Those
I have
sausage hot dogs.
never, ever,
I don't know
ever,
how I survived that shit. I
ever,
should have had a heart attack.
ever
by
been
now.
a hot dog person in my whole life.
I never liked
I-
hot dogs other than like the
Ugh.
ones you get at like places. You know, I never like made them at home.
Look, Jake is
You
the meme of the guy who rips his mustache off and he has another mustache.
I'll do a coney dog. I'll absolutely do a coney dog. I'm sorry, I need this disguise because we're entering into the dark times, and I can't have.
No.
Oh, is that
Figure
you're gonna enter the Republican primary?
Yeah.
Because
so yeah, no, it's
Dearborn
me.
is a Trump district now, right? You're gonna...
I cannot deal with that. I'm genuinely furious. Like I'm walking around like giving my neighbors the stink eye, and that's I don't have that many eyes to spare anymore.
Well, I mean, it is majority Muslim, so of course you would be doing that.
Well, yeah, it's just because I don't like brown people. But separate from that,
You look
There's
like
gonna be-
Inspector Clouseau.
If there's a Republican primary,
I remember that.
All
Oh,
the
no,
white
they're-
Muslims are fine, though. They get a free pass. Those bastards.
because I've entertained this a little bit already on my show. Who do you guys think is going to be in the next Republican primary? I think it's going to be like Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan, Kanye
That's a
West.
horror
It's going to
movie.
be fucking insane. It's going to be
Yeah.
Donald Trump Jr. sitting it out, but they'll be like, oh, well, he's definitely going to be the guy.
First of all, it's going to be Donald Trump,
Be
and
Matt
there is
Gaetz.
going to be no primary. That's my guess.
And then in the Democrats, we're gonna have Nancy Pelosi.
oh, for
But
fuck's
you don't
sake,
think he'll just
no.
give it to his son?
Give it to his son.
sincerely-
they're both idiots. Well, so
I
is everybody.
sincerely think he's going to try to run for a third time.
Yeah, he's not going to try. He's just going to do it.
Well, listen. Okay, one of our Professor Elliot Jacobson and Sam from Collapse Chronicles, they did a last year in the beginning of 2024. They did a video with their predictions for what's going to happen in 2024. So Elliot made a clip for his channel, Climate Casino, of them talking about this, and he had said, okay, that Donald Trump, there's two things that could happen. He could win, or he could not be alive by the end of 2024. And I said, well, it's not the end of 2024 yet. So those were two predictions.
They're not mutually
2024.
exclusive.
Yeah, it's not the end of 2024 yet. He might have done one, but he could still do the other.
You have to figure that the devil is getting impatient, right? This guy's been racking up a lot of time in hell, and you just got to wonder at what point the devil's going to
Well,
be
I
like,
think
all right,
the
let's get that
ultimate
heart
goal
attack
is
going."
to have hell on earth, and we're like right there.
Fair point. Fair
We're
point.
right on the brink.
Yeah. Which, you know what? That's going to make the Mormons happy, believe it or not. They do want that right before, if I understand correctly.
Look, you know what? If things
Jesus
get
comes
too
back.
dark, we'll just put this up. Everything will mellow out, right?
Lovely, lovely Billy Crystal.
Remember him from Soap?
Yeah.
Yes! I don't want to say the
Never seen it.
character's name because it was insensitive, although it was an important stepping
Back
stone.
in the
Did you
day.
watch Soap, Andrea? You
Yes!
ever-
Oh, sorry.
I have not.
You would actually enjoy Soap. It is one of the few things from that era that I think you enjoy.
Well,
It's like
now that you've told me how you really feel about my hygiene habits, I will be sure.
You
to-
would really enjoy so.
Hey, do you watch? Oh, what's the name? Do you ever watch that
was
YouTube?
fast.
Do you watch that YouTube channel about
Oh.
drumming? What's it called? Somebody just said Billy Joel, and I remember seeing Billy Joel's
No.
drummer on there. Do you know this? Oh, what the fuck is it called?
So
This is
that-
what they do. They bring a drummer and they play him a song they've supposedly never heard. Like they had this
Oh,
jazz
yeah.
drummer and they played him Nirvana and he'd never heard it. They had another guy, like a metal drummer, and they played him Primus and he'd never heard it. And they have to,
How the
they
fuck you not
play it.
hear Nirvana or Primus.
I
Like,
know. That's why it's kind of like supposedly they never, but they play it for them without the drum track. And then they make up their own drums. And sometimes it's
That's
terrible and
cool.
sometimes it's awesome.
That's very cool.
And they did this one where they brought a drummer who's like expert drummer. And they let him listen to a song by Tool. I forget the name, but it's like a 12-minute song one of the most complicated drum
Apparatus.
tracks of all time. But he sat there like for 2 hours, I think, listening to it, making notes,
That's
and
an
he
album.
played it perfectly. It was amazing. Anyway, that's a really fun YouTube thing to watch if you don't want to do politics for a while. They had what's the guy's name? Chad Lee. Is that his name? The Red Hot Chili Peppers guy. They had him on there multiple times, but he was
I've
on there
seen
for a
their
couple of
shorts.
hours. Yeah. It's just really fun stuff to watch, and you don't have to be into music or
Yeah,
drums to enjoy it. It's really neat.
yeah,
That
it
is
is
cool.
fun to watch a master of their craft at work. It's lovely.
Somebody has to know what I'm talking about
Um,
in the chat.
I like that with any profession, actually. Like I'll watch a sandwich maker who's really, really good
Oh yeah.
making the hell out of a sandwich. It's just great, man.
Drumeo. My wife is obsessed with these videos by this British barber.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And I'll watch it and go, the haircut's not that great. And she's like,
Leave
but
her
he's
alone."
self-taught.
He's self-taught.
She sounds so cute. Aw.
Chad Smith. That's his name. Thank you.
Ah,
Hey, somebody asked in the chat, is this on Twitch? I don't stream to Twitch anymore. I gave up Twitch. I gave it all up. Only
I mean, they're cracking down on things like saying
yeah, but the thing is,
Zionist.
I don't have a moderator there. I don't have it. We're just going to do our Facebook page, our group, and YouTube. That's it. And I took off the Rumble channel because I got nervous that some weirdo would, I don't know, Rumble's kind of creepy. But Sam Cedar's on Rumble now, though.
oh,
They're
yeah.
on Rumble.
And this is
they,
on my Twitch.
yeah, I just gave it up. If I had people that wanted, you know, I could
Wait, you're
barely
on
keep
Twitch right
Discord
now?
up. I'm not anymore. No,
Yep.
no. I liked it, but I don't know how to use it really well. I never took the time, and I can't do everything.
Same.
So
The majority report.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I appreciated Looney Tunes LT9K helping out on Twitch, but he has a million things he does, and I'm just not into it. I'm just gonna keep YouTube, and that's it. Facebook.
The majority report has like one guy who's faithfully watching them on Rumble, and he called in today.
Yeah, he did. I heard that.
What?
I heard
Yeah.
that they were so through. He is named Paranoid
Pandemic.
Paranoid Pandemic. I heard that today. I was actually out. I had to go out and I was in the car. I heard it.
Sam took calls today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good show today. I enjoyed it.
Like he actually took the calls
Yeah.
Where did he take them?
Oh my God.
on the phone.
Not in the bathroom.
It would have been a 20-minute phone
All
call
right.
if I understand correctly.
Okay.
Could
gonna
I make
stay
an
till 12
announcement
o'clock.
before Sandy makes an
Yeah.
announcement?
Oh, I'm not
Sandy was
making
going to announce her departure, I believe.
at 12 o'clock because
Oh, okay.
I'd be
You're going to announce it at 12 o'clock? I'm going to announce it right now.
No!
Why she did it. Yeah, I'm trying
Thanksgiving
to make
can't come soon enough at the
it. Every part of me
Rovensky
is
house.
sore. Yeah. But I'm surprised I made it this long, so that's pretty good.
Good on you. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. I'm
Pretty
sorry.
good, I'm feeling
Sorry that
better.
medication gave
Oh,
you a
fuck all that.
hell
I'm
of a-
just smoking pot and that's it. I'm done with everything.
I heard that.
You going with me,
Man.
Emerald View? Where are you going with me? I love our chat people and all of our chats.
Yeah, we got a good
I'm
audience,
thankful,
man.
and that's another thing. Thankful for all of that too. You know, since it is sort of you're supposed to be thankful on this holiday. So
Yeah.
what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for them. Thankful for Looney. I'm thankful for Kim, my moderator. I'm thankful for everybody that's a member on my channel, which is really fucking great. Thank you.
I'm with you. I'm thankful for Left Past 10. And I'm thankful for the
Me
audience.
too. Me too.
We got a good setup.
That's right. And I'm thankful for 2 people now have sent me cat food and cat litter, which is really cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
I
cool.
trusted them with my address, and that's really cool. Yep. It is because they're hungry. There's 8 of them now. Oh
Do you guys want to plug anything or promote any shows you got? I know Sandy, you're doing tomorrow at 3.
3 p.m. Eastern, and Friday night I have Jason Moore, Dr. Jason Moore from um, Brockport University, who teaches. Teaches Marxism. He is a political scientist, and that's Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and he's quite nuts. It should be very interesting. Yeah.
Jake, got anything?
Yeah, there's an upcoming project that I'm very excited about called Unexpected Spaghetti. Now,
Oh,
here's no, I got nothing in particular to plug.
I may do some bonus episode Friday morning. I just
No,
gotta
it's
wait and
Binghamton.
see.
Wait, I said it wrong. Binghamton. Sorry, guys. Jason,
Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Jason Moore from Binghamton. Okay, I'm done.
Got it. I may do a bonus episode Friday morning. Just gotta wait and see how things play out in the personal life first. I have a brand new comic with Harvey K out today. 3-pager at commondreams.org.
Oh,
If you want to find it, I've
Yeah.
been linking up to it everywhere on Discord, Blue Sky, and whatnot.
Okay.
Or you can look up, you can just Google Common Dreams,
yeah, that's great.
Matt Strackbine. You'll find my author page and all 4 of the comic strips that we've
I have to
done
share
at Common Dreams.
My mom loved the other one, so I have to share it with my 90-year-old.
That's awesome.
Nice. And
What a
so
sweet-
that came out today. So if you're looking for something to do and share with the family, it's a good positive message on what to do in this moment.
Yep.
It starts out with my character, the letter hack, taking shelter in a bunker, and Harvey K is pleading that I come out of the bunker. And then we go on to give people reasons why we should not be down in the bunker just now, right?
Great.
So anyway, then
Great.
Monday, Sam Daly Harris is coming back on the show. He's the author of Reclaiming Our Democracy, Every Citizen's Guide to Transformational Advocacy. That's going
Nice.
to be,
I like your
you know,
Mondays.
he's great. That's going to be a good one. And
Yeah.
if you missed it, I had Benjamin P. Dixon on last Monday
I
talking
like
about the
that.
power of silence
Mhm.
and silent protest. So anyway, check it out. And then, you know, I'm scheduling some shows coming up. Nothing to announce yet because I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't announce it too far ahead, man. Might not happen. Oh, I did a lie detector last week. Did you guys watch that?
I'm sorry I didn't.
Yeah, I won.
Boom.
No spoilers there.
What night was that?
Friday, it was a surprise.
Oh, I was on doing the show with the gal that lost everything in Asheville,
Yeah,
North Carolina.
it was a surprise lie
Mhm.
detector.
Yeah. That's cool though. I like lie detector. I should have watched the replay. Hey, maybe I'll do that tonight. Oh, you won. You already told me. Damn.
Ah,
Oh, you don't know that till the end.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
may
what?
still
No,
guess,
you
right?
do know it. He's just
No, but you don't know which one is the lie.
fair enough.
True. Because I really enjoy it. I think that's a fun show. And you do a great job at that one.
That is a
You
good
know,
show.
And we're
Good
all
content.
very competitive on that. Okay.
I had a lot of fun coming up with the one that
Yeah.
wasn't true this time.
Okay.
Because it's always like, do you make it boring lie or like that's too incredible? Because then I don't know. It's always fun. Oh, hey, coming in hot. Who's this?
Yo,
Oh,
an actual cloud
a
with
very
a very
good
kind
person.
$5. My mom and dad went to Florida, and all they brought back was this stupid super chat.
That's not for nothing.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
And
that. Well
an
done.
actual cloud is really an amazing person, a hardworking political activist person who really gives a shit. So
Yeah.
thank you.
How? Let me ask you this, LT9K. How would I cheat?
He
Like
makes
I'm all 3 stories or all 4 stories are lies? No.
He knows. He knows you don't. All right, everybody. I'm saying good night. Have a restful, wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. All of you from every other country or the Lonely Hearts Club.
See
Bye.
Thank you for
friend.
giving
Yeah.
a shit about me, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Bye.
see you, buddy.
See ya later. If that had been anybody else, I would say, who's gonna tell her? But I really do give a shit.
Yeah, she's a sweet.
Jake, I'm like 4 minutes to being toast.
Same.
I bought
see
ice
you
cream
after
for tomorrow's dessert. I'm gonna eat it tonight.
Fair. Fair enough.
Did I tell you I'm at 500 and well now 500 actually 583 mods on my channel.
Yo. I gotta be honest. I think I told you this before, but I thought for sure that was gonna somehow blow up in your face, and it hasn't. It
I
works
think-
really well.
I think if anything, they're gonna put a limit on it.
They might.
But like
Since
as
they're
of right
legit.
now, I keep telling people this is a bar for bouncers. And guess what? I don't think there are any bars for bouncers.
Roadhouse.
We
Fair
made
enough.
that up here. Right? Have you ever
Yeah.
heard that term?
Well, I mean, you made it up before left past 10. You were using that term for sure.
But there's no real
I
that's
have
not
not
a
heard
thing
that.
in the world.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with such a
But it's a
thing.
good analogy, right?
It is. It is, and I gotta eat crow because it works really well. You don't have a troll problem at all. You don't have to overthink things. You just make regular viewers into mods like that.
I mean, that's why I brag about it, is because it's a credit to the people in the chat in this community. Now, I have a hard time calling them the chat or viewers. These people show up here because they're a part of it, right? A part of something. I think that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You
It's
don't
good, man.
sound genuinely. That sounds like, yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
It's fucking
I don't know.
wild, dude. Who else is doing it?
I don't think it. That's the thing. I don't think it's wild. I think it's.
As far
I think it
as-
was a risk that you took and it paid off for sure.
How look, you fire up a YouTube channel, okay, probably not doing anything like 100% unique, but that is
Some of the best advice I ever heard, or rather, I don't know if it's even advice, but my dad frequently says, if you want to be rich, be the first or the best at something. And I found that to be true. Anytime I have made any amount of money, it's usually because I was the first. I don't think I've ever been the best at anything, but a few times I've been the first. And this is that. You're the first to figure out, oh, you just make everybody mods. Clever,
yeah,
man.
and I clipped the announcement for 580 when we hit that, and I put it on TikTok, and that video is not performing. And I think it's because I said hashtag YouTube. I think TikTok suppressed it. No, all my videos hit 300 in like a day. That thing is like at 50 last I checked. That's
What the
weird,
heck?
right?
That is weird. It's
I'm
weird
just
that
trying to keep
specifically
you here
during-
till midnight, even though like you're clearly gonna fall asleep any second.
Oh no, I've been detoxing, not like really with any great intentions. I've just been like, oh, let me scale back the constant flow of chemicals, and fuck, man, I'm missing that coffee real bad.
Ooh, yeah, caffeine's not. No, look. Speaking from experience, when you join AA, they say, look, if you smoke, don't quit now. If you drink coffee, maybe increase. There are some things you got to do.
You
can't stop at all.
I'm just generally turning things down a little bit, just because it's
Coffee?
one balancing out the other. Not even like completely. I'm just doing less of these things.
I just had 2
And,
cups on air tonight.
I had 1 cup of coffee today, and my body does not know how to deal with that. It's like we're constantly processing this. I don't know who I am if I'm not a coffee processing machine, sir. So we're finding
You
out.
look like it.
I feel like it.
No, but like if somebody's like, "Nice to meet you, Jake. By the way, you're definitely a coffee guy, right? Like you just look like it."
If somebody says, "Nice to meet you, Jake," I'm like, all right, so right off the bat, I know you're a liar.
Well,
It is not. And I've insulted you to say that to my face.
and definitely newspaper reader, right?
Actually, yeah. Like a traditional old school newspaper.
Yeah, and cannot grow plants. I'm nailing it, right?
Here's the thing. I love
You
rubber tree
have,
plants.
okay.
And there is one that has managed to hold on. You're right. Most of them have died. It's been like a plant holocaust. But I have one that has held on and has made it through 2 apartments. Rubber tree plants.
Has
man.
at least one pair of shoes that you shine.
It might be plastic. Now that I think about it. Yes, I do. I have a pair of Italian boots. And I shine them despite the fact that they're made of cheap leather, actually, and some of the leather has come off the toe. I shine the cloth.
I'm going to try one more.
All right.
Black pepper on pizza.
You know, I'm going to give you half credit because I haven't tried that, but it sounds delicious. It sounds
you
amazing.
just didn't realize you're that guy.
I didn't know that's who I am, but apparently. All right, wait. Let me try doing one for you.
I'm an open book.
Of the Gatorades, no, it's too easy. Has I'm gonna be mean. Failed to run a half marathon. Planned on doing it, never.
No, I have. Yeah. What are you talking about? To run races all the time.
Okay.
Watch the last lie detector, dude. I brought it up.
I should have watched. Well, I came out the gate with a failure. You're the one that's got the gift.
Yeah.
All right, let me try it again.
I quit smoking and realized my potential for athleticism.
Yeah. I actually have a weird amount of endurance despite my fat and tar-filled lungs. Something just clicked. Right at the end of high school, right when I no longer was in track, and I was in track as a fat kid, and it was exactly what you'd expect.
I could have been
burden.
I could have been a world-renowned professional tennis player had I picked it up at like 9 years old or whenever they start you. Oh my God, I love it so much.
Tennis is rad. I've played. You know, that's a weirdly popular thing amongst progressives for some reason. I don't know if it's like when somebody says red car and that's all you ever see, but you are the third progressive I'm aware of that is an avid tennis player.
I want to have a virtual tournament.
How would you do that?
Like John Idarola plays tennis. So I was talking to him about this. I said, if you just play somebody, doesn't matter who, and tell me your score, then I'll play somebody and I'll tell you my score, and whoever has a better score moves on, right? And so we don't have to play each other. Yeah, it's competitive without having to literally be there to play each other.
Yeah, it's as much about choosing your competition as anything. Like this is a fun that format could be fun for a lot of things. It's interesting.
But here, you said you had another one for me. What was it? Do you remember?
Yes. Well, I knew what genre I wanted to go with.
I did have a Commodore 64, yes.
Prefers sweet crepes to savory.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Oh, well. Prefers?
Yes. No.
Yeah, with the powdered sugar on it and like a...
I was thinking like a cream. Like a sweet cream. But no.
Yeah, I'm a seafood crepes guy. Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't even close.
Yeah. I come from a seaside town.
True.
So...
I should have seen that one coming. What's the most seaside town dish you can think of?
like shrimp scampi, or probably just like, steamed crabs, really.
Fair. I would have
Oysters.
thought chowder.
Yeah, it's too creamy
big
for
deal in
me,
what we
and
did.
sometimes they put corn in it, and I hate fucking corn. Ugh.
Yeah, corn. Yeah. I like corn almost only when it's on the cob. Otherwise,
Ooh,
or
no, I
bread.
can't do that shit. Yeah, well, okay, so if there's corn niblets involved, I'm out. But if it's corn chips, corn tortilla, that kind of stuff,
Okay,
if it's
yeah.
processed somehow, no problem.
Fair enough.
I don't like
Maybe.
watermelon either. And it was always like every summer, it was like, hey, kids, we got corn and watermelon. I'm like, oh, I'll starve.
Do you not like a hug from your mother or the smell of fresh cut grass in the summer? What else? Jesus.
It's just those two things. And
Fair
then like
enough.
kids thought it was cool to like spit the watermelon seeds at each other. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that would not fly.
Why is this
Kenny A.
okay?
It's not. Those kids are animals. Happy
Anyway,
Thanksgiving.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'll try.
We're all gonna be trying. We're gonna be trying.
I mean, there's no guarantees, right?
Yeah, hey, look, maybe tomorrow a certain someone will choke to death on the inevitable cheeseburger that they eat from McDonald's on Thanksgiving because nobody who loves them is willing to cook for them or exists.
Like doing this.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, what? He wants a Diet Coke.
Oh, no. The people are just standing around watching like, yeah.
Okay, well, that's a Thanksgiving prayer if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
I don't even pray.
I guess I do now.
It's positive vibes.
Shit, that got me.
Sending them your way. Good luck, Chuck.